I'm gonna do some of the gentleman jack. Cool. Ricky's in the house drinking. All right, great.
Man,
we are
there's gonna
live
be a lot
now.
of that.
Oh, we're live.
While we're pouring cocktails, all good. Let's do a proper introduction so people know what's going on here. Welcome to the Soscast. This is where finance meets romance. Only here on Tainment, #1 channel in the world for entrepreneurs. And what we do here is this is the sexiest financial podcast in the planet. What we want to do here for you entrepreneurs, you hustlers, you players out there, business people, and just the regular folks out there, we want to see you get paid, laid, and do it your way. But listen, we haven't done a Soscast in at least a week or so.
Yes.
It was Thanksgiving, people were traveling. We usually do a Thursday show. We had Andrew Schultz on the podcast, PBD podcast yesterday.
Hell yeah.
That was dope. I said, listen, Pat, I don't want to have to cancel the Soscast, but I'll do it for Schultz. That's fine. But it was actually an awesome episode. We talked a lot of stuff. What a G this guy Andrew Schultz is. But today, we got a special guest in the house. We got a special dude that I think the audience wants to hear about. I don't know where he's looking right now.
My mic keeps moving.
Okay,
me.
but we'll fix that. But we got Ricky Redpill in the house. This guy is blowing up in the Redpill space on YouTube. Relationship expert, love expert, red pilling these ladies out there. You know,
they don't want to be red pilled.
Okay, they don't want to be.
Well,
Well,
they don't want
part
that
of the show today is we're gonna see if our friends, two girls with one blunt.
Hello,
okay,
hello.
they're back. Jamie and Emily are back, right? Awesome girls, comedians.
Big time. I love comedy.
OnlyFans girls. They're not ashamed of it. Both redheads now. That's new,
We've
right?
been redheads.
I know she was more red. All right, we've been redheads.
I think they were a little different.
Well, I knew you guys were potheads. I didn't know you guys were redheads.
We didn't smoke before this.
I gotta
one,
figure
though.
that thing out. But if you guys watch Tainment Money, if you watch Soscast, you know what we do here. I hope you appreciated what Jamie and Emily said last week. I said, I had a couple weeks ago, I made some assumptions about you girls. I thought you girls were a little more this. Turns out you're a little more this. I was a little more like, all right, don't judge a book by its cover. With that being said, man, Ricky, welcome to the show, bro. You are killing the game these days.
I don't know how. All we do right now is shorts, right? That's all the public's seen. And for us, from our perspective, that was our social media post, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna make some shorts as our social media posts, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And what ended up happening was a lot of followers in the first month, right?
Because you've only been doing
we're
YouTube
on-
content for 3 months, you said.
Yeah, yesterday was our 3-month anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
We started September 1st, but that's the tip of the iceberg. So this is pretty incredible to witness for me because I didn't expect this.
Yeah.
We've been working on it for years. I was actually entering the game to challenge Kevin Samuels and some other people who are kind of in the red pill space.
Yeah.
Because we know real red pill law. We're red pill researchers. We use scientific method in red pill.
Really?
So most people that are, not most, we're here to set it straight because red pill is the only thing that can fix everything. There is major problems in love and relationships, right? You have people that high divorce rates, right? A lot of people don't want to get married anymore. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of, for lack of a better term, thottery going on. And not every
Thottery,
man,
is that, you like that one?
Not
yeah,
me.
and not every man's interested in thottery. Most men, real men, actually want a wife at home that they can trust and be with forever, regardless of whatever else he does. And so we do understand that. We understand the men and the women's side because what I've basically done, and am I going too long here on this part?
No, bro,
Okay.
I want to get to know you.
So here's what happened.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. I'm a former military contractor and a computer programmer. And what I've done is basically take love and relationships and decode it. I turned it into a programming language, right? And that's called the Ricorian. So since I've done that, we've been able to decode love all the way back through the centuries, up until now where people lie about what love is and all the aspects of it into the future and what it should be. That's why we basically are the go-to for this.
Okay, believe me, you guys are gonna we're gonna let you guys win. Make a cocktail. Let's get comfortable here, guys. If you're at home, if you're at home watching this, make a cocktail yourselves. Hi, Nat. How you doing?
I'm doing
Let's
phenomenal.
address the beautiful elephant in the room, Nat
I'm
over there in the
here.
corner. Hi.
Hello, welcome
Do you have
everyone.
a cocktail? You have a Celsius there?
Yes, I have my
Cheers,
drink.
guys. Let's just give a quick
everyone.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers of water.
I can cheers
Water.
of water because
Yes,
I was
you
drinking
can.
during
You're
lunch.
supposed to be drinking. I
Some
watched the show where you were
energy,
awake, and I was like, I want to
natural
go there.
and water.
Woman, make me a drink. I thought you were making me a drink.
I'll make you a drink.
I have to fulfill
kidding.
my roles.
Come on, know your role, Red
Excuse
Pill.
me.
Thank you. I'll take a little bit of Jack. We got this cocktail
Gentleman's
right
Jack.
for you.
I got that, yeah.
Better.
Would you mind making a cocktail? Why?
And we got Don
why-
Julio.
Why try to host
I
the
get a
show?
tip later?
Is there more?
You'll get a tip later. Hey,
Oh,
another one.
one tip.
hey, Joe.
Yeah,
so,
we got Don
Ricky,
Julio too.
So, there's so many different directions I can go with you. But
Everything,
let me start with what you just kind of just said.
right?
You said you were yeah, I'll just straight. That's fine. So let me get back to Ricky. So you said you were a military contractor.
Yeah.
But also, did you say computer analyst?
Programmer.
Programmer.
I made mobile apps.
Okay.
The first mobile app I made was 2010, right?
Gotcha.
It was a app, a very bad app. Well, no, it was actually great, but it didn't work for one reason. But it was called the Freak Test 1.0. At the
Freak
time,
Test.
I was in a horrible marriage.
Okay.
And I wanted to make sure that nobody else on the planet ever got into a horrible marriage.
Wow.
I care about people. I care about love, relationships. I care about families, really, and America. And so 2010, I made this Freak Test 1.0. So when you meet people, you can basically, if it starts to get to a certain point, even in a bar, you could give them this app and, they can go through it, and you could figure out if, for a man, you could figure out if she was after certain things, what she wanted. Nobody wasted time, right? A lady in California later performed the same app. It was later, after I did it. I already knew it didn't work because the stopping point was consent. You can't use a mobile app to verify consent.
Gotcha. But it
Right.
calculates how big of a freak a girl is? You need an app for that?
Yeah.
Huh.
No,
By the way,
it-
just judging a book by its cover, of these two lovely ladies, which one of those two of them would you say is more freaky?
Freaky, more freaky.
Yes.
Are we talking in bed?
Well,
I-
like freaky
What do
in
you
what
mean?
way?
Like, not on
Just
Halloween?
Like tapped, man.
I
took
would
the
say
medium.
I would
Let's
say
say-
Emily's more freaky.
Okay.
Interesting.
I would say
Emily.
yeah, and I would say Emily's more freaky.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get
Okay.
to that conclusion, though?
Yeah.
Say
what
that
was
again?
your
Good
What was
question.
your tip-offs? How did you
I
get to that
talked to
conclusion?
I talked to them in the green room.
Oh, in the green room.
You know,
Gotcha.
I'm in the green room
Gotcha.
like running this down.
So Emily's
Yeah.
more freaky.
Yeah.
Who's crazier?
Crazier?
Someone who will
What's the
key your
difference?
car, put a
What's
bunny
your
in a
name
pot.
again?
That's Jamie.
Jamie?
I don't have a name.
Yeah, she's crazier.
So Jamie.
Because she's the mad scientist. She's more like me, right? She's the mad scientist.
plotting.
She's plotting heavily.
So-
She's the businesswoman. She's the.
You would view yourself as a mad scientist.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Rollo Tomasi?
Yeah,
obviously?
I am. He's a god in Red Pill.
God in the Red Pill space,
and
right?
when it comes to Red Pill, I
Yes.
worship certain guys and
Yeah.
women. There's women, bro. Red Pill is blowing up. It's the Red Pill. There's even people in the conscious spaces and all these other spaces that they think they're doing something. There's no more intelligence or IQ than in the Red Pill space right now.
Okay.
On YouTube or any type of platform.
But to be
The-
clear, so you're saying
Rollo
that
is a
Rollo
god.
is an idol of yours almost.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rollo's a god, but
you
I'm
also
the president.
Said, you also said
I'm
that
the-
you
I'm the
kind of
king
wanted
of this.
to challenge Kevin Samuels.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
Rollo too.
Challenge, so you're respecting them, but you
I
also want to
respect the
challenge
hell
them.
out of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's.
So
no-
who would you say are at the top of the list that you want to kind of come after respectfully?
I'm coming after everybody. If you
So
don't
who?
follow Red Pill law,
Yeah.
you're not in here. There's people that came into Red Pill recently in recent years or months that aren't really Red Pill. They come in, they get some juice for their channels and all that crap, and then they jump out. You're going to stop that shit. That stops now, right? There's people that have been in Red Pill for years also that come in here. They've been in Red Pill for years and are giving bad information. That's what Kevin did. 95% of what Kevin said was true. It was facts. It was dope. But then he'd come on with the high value man thing and all that shit. Lies. It was all lies. I knew why he did it. I knew why he did it because what we know
What do you mean lies? Being a high value man
is a lie.
Okay, explain that. Because
Okay,
I always thought
okay.
the whole goal is to become
No.
a high value man. It's not?
No, there's
Spit some game.
Here's a simple term I'll give you on this. Context. The high value man Kevin was explaining is a high value man in the business world,
Got
not
it.
in a fucking relationship.
Okay.
In a relationship, young ladies at home, her sink starts to leak. She needs a fucking plumber, a good one.
Yeah.
You send the lawyer to her house. He's high value. He's the best lawyer in your city. She gives no fucks because she needs a plumber.
Okay.
That's what Kevin was doing. He was giving you high value man in the business sense. In a relationship, I've lived a very variable life. 2004 through 2012. Never made less than 150 a year, right? 1,000 a year. Most times around 200,000 a year. But there's been times where I've been homeless, right? I've slept under bridges with people in weird places in America, many different states, cities. I've had everything in life, traveled the world, been to Dubai 6 times, everything. But been in the lowest points also. Sleeping in the Smoky Mountains, waking up to bears and fucking elks trying to kill me, right? I've done all this. And I can tell you that a high value man to a woman in a relationship, when you put it in the context of love and relationships, there's a homeless woman, she has a man with her, and when she's hungry, he's gonna go get her something to eat, even if he has to steal it. Mm-hmm. In love and relationships, high value is what is adapted to you. It's not, you don't have to be a rich guy. You don't have to be a fucking, any of that shit.
I like this.
This is new. Like, this is real red
So
pill.
you're saying that you don't need to be a wealthy guy to be a high value man?
In business, you do.
Well, but I'm just talking about life, Ricky.
No.
What do you mean? You can be a broke ass homeless dude who's high.
Because you're talking
high
about
value?
love. There's a girl. Okay, look, you're talking about love and relationships. I know this is new. Okay,
Yeah.
It's facts though, and everything I say is facts. So
I am.
I know you're.
No.
I couldn't wait.
Hear
This
me
is
out
great.
here, brother.
Oh, yes.
I am. If anything, I am open to new ideas. I'm a curious person.
I know.
I like asking questions.
That's why I couldn't wait to
I'm
come.
opinionated.
I'm excited.
But I'm more of a question
Forgive me.
asker. But this show is on value-tainment money.
Context.
Okay. And
Context.
the
business world is different than love and relationships.
we're not even talking business right now, and I
Okay.
get it.
Okay.
But I don't see many beautiful, intelligent, amazing, sexy women
Yes.
with broke dudes,
No.
homeless dudes.
No, not
But you're
at all.
saying that you're saying something different.
I'm saying that every woman's at a different level. Some women aren't built to be beautiful, intelligent, sexy. Some women are 3s, dude.
Yeah.
They need a guy who's a 4.
Okay.
They don't need a guy who's a, okay. You know what I'm saying?
They need love. They
They need
deserve
love. I'm the world
you're
leader.
saying
I'm the world leader in love and relationships because I know this.
Okay.
I can help everyone. I need nations to hire me. That's how good this is.
So, by the way, we had the girls give themselves a ranking last week.
I know, I saw that.
I believe Jamie said she was like a funny 7.5, maybe an 8.
Yep.
Okay. Emily, I think you said you were a 20. So,
But look,
that was impressive to me.
now Adam at the
Respect.
Red Pill research,
Yeah.
we've actually debunked that too. That's a Red Pill myth.
Okay.
1 through 10 is a myth.
Really? So let me just back up for a second.
Okay.
There's a lot of going on in the red pill space.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rolo, friend of the show.
Rolo's been
friend
here
of mine.
since
Been
almost the
forever.
beginning.
You mentioned Kevin Samuels. Obviously, Fresh and Fit are
They're
top
there.
of the game these days.
They're young guys who are very successful.
Yeah.
But I'm here to be the leader because you have to be a certain age group
Okay.
in order to have a certain amount of wisdom and leadership value.
So
right?
part of the knock. So we did an interview with Andrew Schultz yesterday, and I brought up the concept of the red pill with him.
It's not
Right?
Yeah, it's not a concept, but go ahead.
Okay.
I
brother.
I need you to ask a lot of questions because this is good.
Ask me
I got all the facts.
Throw fire my way. I'll
Let's
I'm
go,
totally,
man.
But I brought up this concept.
Yeah.
And what he said was, I said you spoke with Fresh and Fit, and I've been on their show. They've been on my show.
Yeah.
Respect those guys.
They're awesome, and your show's awesome too. So
And
I
he
respect both.
basically was like, essentially like, that's great when you're dating this type of concept, what they're talking about.
Okay.
But it's not necessarily relevant in marriage. Okay, that's Andrew Schultz's words. And I said, okay, well, some of what they're talking about is, so you don't get divorced, so when you do get married, you don't get your shit taken, and you don't end up in a broken household, and all that nonsense that kind of comes with that.
Yeah, it kills America.
So what are you exactly saying about what they're saying, what the red pill space is saying, and what sets you apart differently?
Yeah, basically, Fresh and Fit is saying the right things in general. Them two individuals. There's people who come on our show who say the wrong things.
Okay. But can you give me some examples
Of what they say.
of people who are saying wrong things?
Oh man, one night, DJ, there's his microphone. DJ DJ
Academics
came on there and destroyed their show because he was being very simpish, very weak. He wasn't being an alpha male. He wasn't being a dominant leader. He was showing weakness in every level, and a woman tore him down on the show. Then after the show, another woman tore him down by the elevator, who was his woman, because he was so weak. He was so vulnerable.
Is that why he put his hands on a girl?
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Is that a
I
true
don't know
story?
if that happened.
Yeah.
I'm not verifying that. But
And there's videos of it. He
yeah,
put
there's
his hands on
videos
a
of
woman
of
and
certain
pushed her
stuff.
against the
I'm not
wall.
verifying
Yeah.
any of that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that these people, that's what I'm here to stop.
Gotcha.
You're getting out. I don't know where my camera's
So-
at, but you're getting out. If you're in Redpill and you're doing all that, you're about to leave.
No, but so this is interesting. I haven't had too many people come on the show and start challenge who are Red Pill. Your name is Ricky Red Pill.
I am Redpill.
Okay, and
Yeah,
start
I'm here to bring the law.
challenging people, thought leaders
Yeah.
in the Red Pill space.
Yeah, most of them
so
are gonna
you're saying DJ Academics. You have a bone to pick with him, or you're basically saying he's not Red Pill.
He's not Red Pill.
Who else is in that lane that you're like, yeah, like
Sneeko. You did
Okay.
a show with Sneeko
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. Sneeko's not Red Pill.
Really?
He's a young guy coming in here. He wants to be. So I admire young guys who want to be Red Pill.
Okay.
But don't come in here blabbing as you're like one of our representatives or leaders, and
Yeah.
you're talking anti-Semitic bullshit. You're talking anti-female bullshit. Let me say something. Let me be very clear right now.
Yeah.
Men and women, through our research, we know this, but the Chinese have always known this through Taoism, yin and yang. Men and women are perfectly equal. We always have been. There's a 50-50 between men and women.
polarity, night
Yeah.
and day, heaven
It's-
and
it's
hell.
like,
Sun
yes,
and the moon.
You're exactly right.
Right.
But actually what it is, one of the ones that we see a lot is chaos and order.
Yeah.
Women are beautiful. They're like fire. That's why men want them so bad.
Yeah.
Men don't want fancy cars. Men don't want big buildings, and we don't want to build big houses. We just want women. Beautiful, awesome.
Fully agree with you.
We love, that's the...
One of the jokes we always say is like, if a man could take a woman back to his cardboard box and she'd sleep with him there, he would take her there.
He would.
Unfortunately, women like nice things.
And I've seen that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's what it is between men and women. So basically, we're in a situation where, I'm sorry, I lost on that question. We had
You're calling out people in the Red Pill space.
Yeah, all of them. If you're not, I'll basically say this to make it short. If you're not abiding by Red Pill law, you're leaving. You will be leaving
And how will they be leaving?
by my command. You're going to leave.
Your command.
They're going to leave
And what sets you apart
because
to be
I'm bringing Red Pill law.
Can I ask what
Red Pill has a
is?
law.
Yeah.
See, people think it's ideas and
Yeah.
all this stuff. It's not. It's not ideas.
Gotcha.
What is
Red
it?
Pill is a
So
fact.
where's the law? Where
Okay.
is it like
So
written?
basically, everybody has definitions of Red Pill wrong.
Sure.
They think Red Pill is, okay. They think Red Pill is all these different things. Idealisms in your thought theory. There's no freaking theory. Red Pill there's a short and a long definition.
Yeah.
It stands for the truth. That's it. The short definition is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So you either stand on the side of truth or you stand on the side of lies.
Got it.
Which side do you want to be on when the war goes down?
And what do you mean by war?
There is a war
In the Red Pill space.
in the Red
A
Pill space.
literal, a
and-
proverbial, a
and-
figurative? What do you mean
Yes.
by war?
It's sort of like when Constantine came into the Holy Land. He saw many different Christians.
In the Byzantine Empire.
There you go.
Yeah,
He
Constantinople.
saw Gnostic Christians. He saw Pentecostal Christians, all these different. So he had to make one book and combine everybody so we can get along
Yeah.
here. And because Red Pill is the #1 weapon that will be used to save us all. Red Pill is the only thing that can save us all.
Okay.
In America, in my comments, just on my little videos that I do, right? People get upset with me for always praising America because I'm a patriot, right? So
Yeah.
they get upset with me. You're praising America. You're going too hard.
Hey, I'm never going to get mad at you for that, brother.
Hey,
Love America.
Well, here's the
Absolutely.
problem. Here's the problem. They're like, man, this is going on in Ireland. This is going on in Australia, Nigeria, everywhere. They're like, women are acting like this everywhere. And let me say this. Red Pill guys got it wrong about a lot of stuff. Women aren't the problem. They get it wrong. Women are being abused by the matrix, the system.
Oh.
It's, okay, hurt
Oh,
people.
yeah, you're doing a little finger snap
It's
right
facts. Man, this is facts. Everything
Yeah.
I'm spitting. This is the realest Red Pill
Last
shit you
question,
ever
because
heard.
then I want to wrap up this segment.
Okay,
And, it seems like you've got no problem, Ricky.
No.
No problem whatsoever calling people out
I'm a soldier.
and being like, I'm coming after you.
I'm coming after all of them.
Do you think that maybe there's going to be
Some backlash?
some backlash?
Yep.
And like, are there blind spots you're not seeing
Nope.
running headfirst to this space?
No, because even Andrew Tate, right? Andrew
Yeah.
Tate's recently been worried about people after him, maybe some elite people. I don't
Yeah.
have that. My elite is Bill Gates. My elite is Jeff Bezos. My elite is, who's the guy with Tesla?
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk. That's my elite. You know why?
Why?
They've all had woman problems in the last 10 years. In the last 10 years, they've all been the richest men in the world,
Yep.
and they've all had horrible women issues.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
They support me.
Well,
I
Elon
don't
Musk
feel
has
like-
then been married, divorced, different
Yeah,
relationships.
no, he had to kick his baby
multiple
mama
kids.
out of his house, and then on
Jeff
Twitter,
Bezos, divorced,
Yeah.
Mackenzie Scott.
almost ruined the American economy.
Yeah, of course.
You're right. You're right.
Interesting. All right, so you've got no fear.
None.
And
I'm
are
ready to
you
die.
married?
I've lived a beautiful life. I've done everything, bro.
Okay.
Are you
Like,
married too?
Married?
Yeah.
No, I'm divorced. 3 kids by my ex-wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you be in that category of Elon and the others?
Would I be in that category of richest men in the world?
I mean, would you say like you? I mean, have similar woman issues because you're divorced?
Yes, because that's the problem. Our women are being hurt, so our men are being hurt. Hurt people hurt people. Our women are hurting the men because our women are being abused.
But how do you know that your views are correct if you're not?
They're fact. We have scientific research. We use scientific methods.
But if you're using scientific research, why are you not like married with kids? I guess, and like
Because I lost my wife to the same thing that everybody else is losing their wife to.
And what's that?
gotcha. But if you implement these
The
laws,
system.
shouldn't you have a wife?
system.
Want to be Kim Kardashian, this and that, too many guys in her DM, all the regular bullshit that every other man's dealing. Tom Brady just lost his wife. So
Yeah.
if you're the richest man in the world, you're the top NFL player ever, NFL quarterback, you're the prettiest boys, you're the prettiest and you're the richest, and you still lose your girls these days. You can't
Because
keep
he
a
didn't
wife.
pay attention to it.
Something's wrong.
But you hear that? Pay attention to her.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Say it.
I'm-
well,
mean,
I have
I'm
a
open to
philosophy.
whatever.
Giselle begged for him year after year,
Yeah.
spend time with me, spend time with the kids. She put her entire career on the line. And you guys obviously are from America, so Tom Brady is like the GOAT.
Goat.
But Giselle's the GOAT for the world. So like she put her whole career on her whole everything for a man in his career, and he couldn't take 2 seconds to look at her and be like, let me give to you. She gave everything, her like all of her energy, all of her support, raised the kids. Well, he became the best man in football, basically, and he forgot about her. And I think a lot of men, and I think a lot of the people in this space, they are like, what can women do for me? And they need to cook, and they need to clean, they need to do all these things. But you need to pour into your woman as well. You need to give her time and pour into her in ways. And if a woman is asking more than once, like, she's already out.
If
She
she's
asked
asking-
for years for him to pay attention and like take some time off from football, and he's still doing it.
Well,
He just lost his family and his wife, and he's still fucking doing it.
I hear you.
And I'm from Boston. I'm
Yeah.
fucking go Tom Brady,
the-
but like that's
Wow.
bullshit.
Jamie, you bring up some very valid points here, and I hear you. It's not like Tom Brady's going to play forever. This is a
he's
sensitive,
way past due.
but not
he
necessarily.
not?
He just won a Super Bowl a year and a half
Yeah,
ago.
you're-
Okay,
yeah.
like he's still
Yeah,
the man. He's
still the
only
man.
45.
He
It's not like
was
he's
he was still the
85.
man until his wife
Exactly.
crushed him.
But
When
and
did
his
he
spirit.
start, and how long has she been by his side? How many years?
It's-
without getting any of that in return.
It's his purpose. Men should follow
and then he can have
Yeah.
his purpose on his fucking own without Giselle while she goes and does her own thing.
That's not how it really works.
No.
It's how it just
Tradi-
worked.
That's new thinking, and it doesn't work. We've discovered now that doesn't work. Families are destroyed.
Let's
What
see
about
the
the
next
kids?
man that she
See,
finds and how
Giselle's
much he
worried
pours
about
into her.
I understand. She's dealing with her personal trainer right now and his brother. She's probably
She's having fun.
getting a lot of things going on with them.
is that a real thing?
That's a fact.
Oh, like you think she's
Her
banging
personal trainers. Before they got divorced, last February, she's been dealing with her personal trainer. And Tom Brady saw
Gotcha.
it.
So that's
and
the epitome of
Yeah, but
the
there's
banging the pool
politics.
boy.
she monkey
banging-
branched from
banging
Tom Brady to the
milkman
personal
kind of a
trainer in
thing.
Brazil.
She what?
She monkey branched. That's what Giselle
that?
did. She monkey branched from Tom Brady to the personal trainer in Brazil. Women usually at this
But
level,
that's not monkey branch. That's being at the top of the tree and climbing down to the guy
but
that's
it's
like
still a
picking the
branch,
bananas.
and she climbed onto his bananas and is eating his cocoa nuts. That's
yeah,
what's
but
going
I
on.
don't
Maybe
think that's
he eats
gonna.
her pussy better than Tom Brady.
Right.
did.
But all that's irrelevant when you have kids and you're married and you have
Yeah.
a family.
Is it?
So do you
yeah.
think
Not
you have
getting
to stay
yours
with
because I
someone?
know men are like,
Yeah,
women
you
need
stay
to
with
fuck
you stay.
me.
You
Even
don't.
if the relationship isn't
the
healthy?
Okay. What do marriage vows actually say, guys? Let's simplify this.
For better, for worse, for
For
sickness
riches
or
or
Submit
health,
and be
yes,
For sickness or
compliant.
for health, until what does us part?
till death do us part.
You honor your vows or not.
Yeah.
Modern women are not honoring their vows. That's the problem. You're not
But he
honoring
didn't
marriage.
honor- he
Why
did-
get married if you're not going to honor it?
Did he honor
Is he
their
on-
Did the Bible
vows of
say
supporting
you will quit
her
your
and the
NFL
family?
career? No, they didn't.
Yeah. Well, let me say this, and then we'll
As
open
the
this up
best
for
player
discussion, and I got to give a shout out to somebody real quick. What I've learned in this show, doing this started off as just a money show, which turned into a money and relationship show, because I firmly believe that, you know, on the backdrop of dating and relationships and all of that, money is a major part of this, okay?
Yeah.
So what I also have learned is what I call the 3 Ps. 3 Ps. I've always been familiar with the fact that a man needs to be a provider. A man needs to bring home the bacon. A man needs to pay the bills. I
Yeah.
do understand hypergamy and social dynamics of how that works. I also understand the second P, which is being a protector.
Right.
A woman, since caveman days, needs a man to, you know, do the hard things in life, protect them from evildoers and wrongdoers, and just be the big, muscular, strong man, theoretically, for a woman. But what I've learned the most, especially from my friend Janelle, is that the third P is that being present, this presence. And when women say, you know, they need quality time, or you need to be there for them, these are terms that guys are like, what are you even talking about? I'm right here. But there's a very nuanced, detailed approach, emotional approach that women really want that third P. And I'm not talking about that other P, okay?
I know.
But so you're saying that like Tom Brady wasn't there for her.
Yeah, she
right?
felt like a coffee table in their house. Right.
Was he a provider? Beyond.
Yes.
Was he a protector? He's a 6'4", good-looking dude.
Did he procreate with her? Because actually,
That's
Adam,
another
there's
thing.
not 3 Ps, there's 4.
Okay, procreation. Now I just learned that.
He had kids with her and had sex
Okay.
with her. That's 4.
Amazing.
That's procreation.
Amazing.
That's the 4th P.
But we can all agree that for whatever reason he wasn't being present for her. Correct?
Presence
That's what I'm
is
That's essentially what
actually
you're saying.
presence is not one of the P's.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say,
But
I don't know.
that's in your opinion, brother.
It's not. I don't do
I
opinions.
had-
I do
Women are
facts, Adam.
saying this.
I had the
I-
best
I-
man, my high school sweetheart, 8 years, military relationship, and he wanted me to follow him and do everything. I loved this man with all of my heart. He is such a noble, good person. And there was a couple of things outside of that, but he wanted me to like follow him, and he would be like, I'll be away for 5 months at a time with no contact. He's not present. He's not being able to give me that like nurturing, like, and I think women need that as much as men need that to be
they
there
probably need
and
more.
support. And I would be, I'd be doing this alone. I'd be by myself, and I just couldn't do that. I think that's super important. Feeling alone when you're in a relationship and you have no one to rely on and no one to talk to, or like feel like you're being seen, or like can do your own thing, and giving up everything you want. Like I'm on this podcast right now. If I stayed with him, I would not be doing anything that I'm doing right now. I would have had to give up a lot of that or do it very differently. You think I could have 2 girls, 1 blunt and talk about crazy shit with like a military boyfriend who is being watched and I'm his wife? No. And so there's a lot of, I guess, like politics that go in that, and women do need men there, and I couldn't do that at that time in my life. And I feel like you're doing that for years. You should do that for a long time.
Can I respond to this real quick?
2010,
go ahead, Ricky.
probably.
Okay, here's the bottom line, and I pray that everyone here and everyone watching can understand this. Let's get off of Tom Brady for a second, because it will come back to that. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's been married twice. He's had 2 wives. He's had 2 children by each wife, right?
Yeah.
We all know Michael Jordan, right?
The
You've
GOAT.
heard of okay, the GOAT. The greatest player of all time. Now, and very popular in other realms because of shoes and gear and whatever. So, can any of you name Michael Jordan's first wife?
I couldn't name either of them.
You can't name either. Can you name, he had 2 sons by the first wife. Name one of them.
Could
Michael
not.
Jordan Jr.
Okay, he got one.
I was
so
gonna say
one
that. He
guy
does
has one
basketball.
answer.
He's actually
okay?
a good
Now
basketball
he had
player,
twin
pretty sure.
daughters by the second wife. Name one of them.
Yeah, she's from Miami. It's a Miami girl. I actually grew up with her.
Name
know her
one,
brother.
name one of the daughters.
I have no clue.
Nobody does.
Yeah.
How many championships does he have?
6 championships.
What team did he play for?
Chicago Bulls.
Guess what? He has shoes. His legacy
Yeah.
as a man is what he did, not his family. Men have 2 legacies, right? Men have their family legacy,
Yeah.
and they have the legacy that they have as a man.
Okay.
The reason everybody doesn't know about his family, his wives, his kids, nobody gives a flying fuck, right? The wife has to choose a man based upon, can he take care of me? Can he take care of kids and give me the life I want? And Michael Jordan could do that for any woman he's ever been with, right? He's a billionaire.
But not take care of someone emotionally.
Giselle, we talk
sometimes.
about Giselle's money, but men don't care about that. Tom Brady made a mistake by picking Giselle. Yes, he did.
But she might care about it. Why
Care
does
about-
what
she
she
might care
cares
about what?
about not matter in that relationship?
What do you mean?
If
She might care about
cares
what?
about her legacy and having someone there,
Her
and, like,
legacy.
and him
She don't
taking
care
a
about
step
legacy.
back for a little bit.
She's not caring about legacy because if she did, she would recognize that she's with the greatest NFL player of all time, the greatest quarterback of all time, and that she wants to
That's
see.
a legacy for men. You think like
It's her family legacy. She doesn't care about her family. That's the problem, Adam. Most women in today's society do not care about their families. This is a fact. That's why the divorce rate is 54%. That's why most women choose to be single. They don't care about family. You
Yeah.
know, this is a fact. This is not
I do want to
opinion.
touch on that, and we're going to have a whole conversation with those, but I do want to address one thing that, and I understand you kind of enlightened me, a different P is the procreation.
Yeah.
Firm believer in that.
4 Ps.
But the being present, which Jamie's talking about, and which Jamie is beautifully nodding her head in agreement, there is some validity to that. No, is there not?
It is. It is. That's a part of problem solving. That the present is not okay. The 4 Ps. There's a great red pill woman out of Chicago called the Crimson Cure.
Okay.
Red pill woman. She is brilliant.
Crimson Cure, write that
the,
down.
The Crimson Cure. If this was the Matrix, Andrew Tate is Morpheus.
Okay.
Many people thought I was Morpheus, but I'm not. I'm not. Andrew Tate's Morpheus. She's the Oracle.
Okay.
Crimson Cure.
Who would you be in this?
I'm the guy they've been waiting for.
Okay. So you're saying
I'm
you're
the
Neo?
answer to everything.
I'm Superman.
You're saying you're Neo.
I am. I
Okay.
have all the answers. It's facts.
And-
I don't have opinions. I don't give my opinions to you guys at all. I don't have opinions. I have facts. Scientific method.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what makes it so
So
deep.
where
Is he
where
an
are the
AI?
facts confirmed? Like
Say that again.
where are your facts confirmed? Did you write
Go ahead.
did
You're
you
asking
write
if he's
any?
written a book.
Did you write
we
any
have
like?
two. We have 2 books coming. We're brand new. We have 2 books
Okay.
coming.
Okay.
One is called The Ricorian Volume 1, and I don't know the name of the next one.
So
Okay.
you say that you made these facts, but
They're
you
facts.
started not too long ago.
No, we just started putting our information out in September 1st. We've been doing this for years. I've been Red Pill since college. I've been
Wow.
Red Pill since before it was called
And
Red
Ricky,
Pill.
how
So
old
what
are you?
held you back? From
Very
putting it
old. I'm extremely
Are
old.
you going to reveal your age or no?
I'm at least 51.
What?
What?
Really?
Wow.
No
Respect for
way.
you.
Shut up.
Holy
Guys, let me
shit.
give a
This ain't
quick
new.
You
shout
look
out.
good.
This ain't new.
Damn.
Quick shout out to our sponsor of the podcast. Let me try to get this out here. I don't know if you could show all this. All right. Well, there's a lot of lotions and anything. But anyway,
What is it?
Do you want me to hold it?
yeah, go ahead
Yeah.
and hold this. Jamie, hook me up.
Wow.
Hook me up. Take
Oh,
all that if
shit.
you would. All of it,
Today's
all of it, all of it, all
sponsor
of
is
it, all
brought
of
to
it.
you by Manscaped.
Yes, it
Oh
is.
my
you want-
God.
Non-hairy balls, this is what you need.
I love it. Let's talk about this.
Giselle likes
wow.
non-hairy
It's the
balls.
holiday season, and I got to give a shout
You can
out to our
shave me
friends at
right now. I'm
Manscaped.
ready.
So, look at all the ho-ho-hos out there for the...
Should I cover up and put a shirt on?
No, you don't need to do all that.
Manscaped. Hold it up, though.
Hold it up. So
For
here's
real.
the deal with what I want to give a shout out to Manscaped about why I've chosen to
Let me get a
align
bottle.
ourselves with Manscaped. The whole concept here is self-improvement, right? Getting better, faster, stronger, smarter, wealthier, cooler. A part of that, okay, is looking your best and feeling your best. And that is exactly what Manscaped help you do in keeping it clean. Does that smell good?
Smell good.
Ooh, she gave
I
a
love
little
balls
old
that
school.
smell like
Lose all the hair
that.
on your nose.
Feeling
like
good,
it.
looking good. See,
No, I
all I'm
like
doing is she's
stinky balls.
smelling it. Go ahead, get out some more of this stuff. Get out some
Yeah.
more of this
Put it
stuff.
on your
That's
balls.
good. Give me a
Do
second.
a review.
Look at that.
Right now.
If you're not keeping
Ricky's
it clean
using
and
it
keeping
now.
it fresh, you really need to consider looking at some of these products at Manscaped, by the way. It's the holiday season, especially for stocking stuffers, gift exchanges, and all that. Forget the BS gifts. Look into Manscaped, okay? Some smelly good stuff over there.
Big facts.
So here's the deal. I only thought, at least when Manscaped approached us, I thought they just had like shavers and razors. I was like, all right, cool, shave your balls, whatever. What I didn't realize is they've got lotions. They've got deodorants, okay? They've got body sprays for upstairs and downstairs out there, okay? Crop shaver with lubricating strips. You know if you're a dude, you want kind of things to be lubricated, not dusty and rough down there. You know what I'm talking about, Ricky?
What?
For the family jewels. You
No,
know,
I'm
you know
very
likes
dusty
rough
down
dick?
Before you
there.
put
Trust
pants
me,
on.
I'm
just
dusty
in
as fuck
general,
down there.
speaking of pants, they've got boxers, that, that keep things light and cool down there. You guys know what I'm talking about there.
They got all the best stuff.
Downstairs, you kind of just want it to be clean and fresh and nice. So when, it
So
is
things
time,
go off smoothly
so
when
when
it
it
goes
is time
down.
to, enjoy the moment, Things are fresh, things are clean. That's what I'm all about here. So,
Damn right.
you know, they also have things like, you ever seen it, like, we all have seen old men with like big ass bushy eyebrows, nose hair, like
The ear hair.
Manscaped's got you with that kind of stuff like that.
Damn right.
If you're
Let
traveling,
me
they've
know
got
about
little
that. I
to-go
didn't know they had
kits.
that.
The point is this: we're advocates of Manscaped. A lot of good stuff, feeling good, smelling good. The holiday season, they say it's better to give than receive. Do
Where's the
both.
cameras?
Buy one for you and for your hairy ass buddy that needs to clean it up. Here's the deal: if you're interested in Manscaped, especially for the holidays, you can get 20% off and free shipping if you use the code Soscast, SOSCAST, Soscast. 20% off. You get it at manscaped.com. 20% off. Use the code Soscast at manscaped.com.
Smells like
Happy
good balls right
holidays.
there. That's good
What a
balls
gift.
right
Thank
there.
you to our friends
Wow,
at
that's some
Manscaped.
good balls
Boom.
right
Good
There
there.
you go.
That's
Boom.
a really good
Let's
smell.
go.
All right, getting into it. Nat, by the way, before we get started with the rest of the show, you put that down there. Thanks.
Yes.
Nat, you're going to be
That's a
managing
lot
the
of good
super
shit.
chat.
Yes, I'm gonna be managing the super chat.
I
actually
want to
have
know
some.
from the people in the super chats
Uh-oh.
what they think about Ricky so far.
Okay.
God.
Are they ready for a new
They
guy to
hate
take
me.
over
There's not
the
been-
red pill
Someone
space?
We thought we were
That's
dumb
not true.
whores too. It's
Are they-
Calm
We
down,
had no
Natalia.
leader.
He's
You're saying you had
dead
no
already.
leader.
Red Pill has no leader. Everybody's a coward.
Wow.
We have a lot of cowards in Red Pill, and
Who
I
are-
need them
can you
to
name
leave.
them? Name all the cowards in Red Pill. Go.
I'm not going to name them,
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
but if nobody wants to step up and do what's right and
Okay.
say, hey, I'll sacrifice myself for the greater good, that's what men do.
Wow.
Well, maybe they
Men.
don't know they're false.
Well, they're going to know that tonight. Here tonight, you're going to know you're a coward tonight. Let me explain this.
Yes.
As a man, what do? Throughout the history of the entire planet, in any country, you sacrifice yourself for the greater good of your people, men, women, and children. Okay? That's why we go to war and sacrifice ourselves. That's what Jesus was about. And I'm not trying to be holy or religious right now, but that's what this is, right? Sacrifice yourself. If it's your time, it's your time. I faced war many times. I did 3 tours of Afghanistan. I've seen some shit. I've had record labels in the most dangerous cities in America, 49 artists in the most dangerous city in America, and have been everywhere, faced death several times. And I'm always proudly ready to face death. So if anybody wants to bring it, bring that shit. I care not, right? I've lived a great life. My kids are awesome. I'm good,
You're
right?
good.
I'm
But
ready.
now, is it fair to say that you're now working on your purpose now? Is this your purpose?
This is my purpose.
Taking over
This
and
is-
reinventing the red pill space?
Yeah, to save America and the world. This is the #1 challenge that we all have.
Okay.
This is it.
So you mentioned you got divorced. What would you do differently knowing now what you know?
Good question.
Nothing. Here's the problem. I wasn't perfect. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
She was uneducated on what we now know as researchers. We now know that. Let's see. Let me give you a good example so you really get this.
Yeah, what's the most important research that you found
There's
out?
so many.
But
We-
while
it's-
you were
what's the most
researching all
important,
these
though?
years, didn't you like include her or like let her know what you were
we weren't together.
researching?
I've been single I've been outside of that relationship for 3 to 4 years, almost 4 years now.
But you said you were doing this prior.
I was red pill, but I wasn't this masterful. It takes time. Men don't reach their peak till later.
Correct.
Women peak at 22, men peak at 41, right? Women,
41.
Wow.
Women,
I mean,
women,
I'm
28. I feel like I'm
peaking
not
right
even
now.
yet.
Sneaky peeky up in here.
women
All right.
wall at 32, men wall at 51. It's just what it
And
is.
you just so happen to be
Interesting.
51, Ricky.
I'm walled,
Oh.
bro.
Okay.
I'm not getting no better than this.
Wow.
Thank God I made it to the top.
So Ricky, you're a wild dude, bro.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for more.
This is
But I
new.
want to get into a couple topics, and then we're gonna review a couple of your videos. We're gonna get some opinions for sure from Jamie and Emily. But I want to start off with this. This has nothing to do with Red Pill, but maybe we can circle back to this. I want to talk about Kanye. Because it's so much in the news right now, Kanye is giving a master class right now on how to implode and lose all your wealth.
Yeah.
Okay? Kanye, as of a month ago,
That's
was
right.
worth $1.8 billion. In the last 2 or 3 weeks alone, his wealth is now $400 million, meaning, if you do the math, he has lost 75% of his wealth by running his flippin' mouth. Okay?
Okay.
And then on top of that, it gets even better. Apparently, he owes another $50 million in back taxes to the IRS. And then, if you want a coup de grace, the icing on the cake, this week they announced the divorce settlement from Kim. He has to pay her
$200,000.
$200,000 a month
Yeah.
in
What?
child support. Here's the deal. That's $2.4 million he has to pay a year to a billionaire.
Right.
Kim
Right.
is worth $1.8 billion.
She's worth more than
But
he
she's
is.
also an
Okay? So he also has to
Wow.
pay for 50% of their the kids' education, their kids' security expenses. Thankfully, I guess for the both of them, they had a prenup, so he doesn't owe any spousal support. Again, Kim's a billionaire. She's worth $1.8 billion. So I want to open this up for discussion. Roundtable. What are your thoughts on Kanye's
On you,
meltdown
Emily.
and losing 75% of his wealth this month?
I mean, goddamn, that fucking sucks. Like, I would not want to lose 75% of my wealth, and I'm not worth 1.8 billion or whatever the fuck he's worth now.
Yeah.
But I have to wonder if he's using it as like a marketing tactic where he's applying his force to a different audience and he's trying to get money in different venues as opposed to like the traditional where he was with Gap or Adidas or whatever. And if he's appealing to a different crowd to try
Yeah, he's
to,
appealing to the Nazi crowd.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
is.
crowd he's looking for.
that's a big ass crowd.
White supremacists.
Yeah, guys, not a big market for Nazis. There's like a couple thousand of them,
I feel like
and
we'd
they're
be
very
surprised.
proud. Some may even call them Proud Boys. You don't go from pop culture to millions and literally billions of people to a small segment of fringe society of quite literally psychopaths
He's gunning for that
to
presidency.
go after their money. It is a horrible move, Emily. Not a good look.
We have
Ricky.
Sneeko joining his team too. You guys just had Sneeko on.
He's parading around. Listen, you know it's bad when you go on Alex Jones
Oh God, yeah.
and
say, "I
with
love
Nick
Hitler."
Fuentes and you say that you love Hitler, and Alex Jones is distancing himself from you.
Right.
Alex Jones is the type of person that laughs when a puppy farm is on fire.
Right.
Okay? And when Alex Jones is like, certainly I'm gonna ask you, you're not a Nazi, right, Kanye? I love Hitler. Alex, you couldn't be more wrong, buddy. Love Hitler. What? Alex Jones gave him multiple times to denounce this. And the problem with Kanye right now is the problem with musical geniuses, I'm using that terms in air quotes, and egomaniacs is they're not willing to listen. So I'm wondering who's in Kanye's ear. Alex Jones is like, yeah, brother, you might want to reconsider, wink, wink. Nope, I'm doubling down on it. Ricky, talk some sense to me right here, bro.
All right, so here's actually what's going on with Kanye, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this because it rains on on a parade that's been going on. Kanye has been in the past, he came into the game as a kind of a lame guy, right? He's not the stereotypical rapper. He was the backpack, college educated, like college dropout.
College dropout.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
He was not a gangster, drug, dope seller guy, right? And then you go from that into, let's bypass all these years. Basically, the bottom line is one of our researchers hit me to this. Her name's Jennifer. And there's only 5 of us right now.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to know. Her name's Jennifer, and she does most of the work that is not non-creative, but she's brilliant. I've known her for years, actually. She said about 2 months ago, Kanye's trying to destroy everything he has so that he can get, because he's tied in with Kim in so many of those deals, right? He wants to.
You're saying he's cutting off his nose to spite his face?
There you go. He's cutting off his net worth. I've been in that before. When in my marriage, I used to make, like, say, pretty good money per year in America for an American man, and I didn't want. We had a troubled marriage all the time, so I didn't want. The fear was always there, right? With her non-support, that I would be taken advantage of as a man. No matter how hard I worked, no matter how much I risked my life, I'd be taken advantage of. So Kanye, the moves he just made, I thought he was really anti-Semitic. I thought he was really anti-black with the White Lives Matter shirts. Yeah. Not true. He's freaking a genius. He's brilliant. What he's done is devalue himself to the point right before they made a decision on how much he was worth. I'm worth 120 million. Okay, 200,000 a month. Freaking brilliant.
I mean, I
You're
just
saying
know
he did that so
on
he
purpose.
could.
Shit.
You're
all
saying
of
that
it.
he self-imploded.
Yeah.
So he would have
because
to pay
he's gonna
her
get
less?
it back. Yeah, he's brilliant, bro.
How do you recover from something like that?
Who?
He's
Kanye West?
Yeah.
I don't even like him. Once again, let me be clear to everybody watching.
That's actually a
I'm
very
not a Tom
insightful
Brady
thought.
fan, and I'm
Okay.
not a Kanye West fan. I'm from
Back
St.
to Tom
Louis. Tom
Brady.
Brady screwed us years ago in the Super Bowl, the first one where St. Louis had the
You're
greatest
a
show
Kurt
on.
Warner fan.
Kurt Warner fan. Yeah, bro. Like Marshall Faulk,
Torrey
Kurt
Holt,
Warner,
Marshall
Torrey
Faulk,
Holt.
I
Yeah.
gotcha.
Like
Isaac Bruce.
Tom Brady and their coach cheated us out of a Super Bowl. We were the greatest show on turf. We broke NFL records. So I never liked Tom Brady, but I feel for him, and I have the logical, factual of his situation. I understand what's going on. Same thing with Kanye West. I don't like Kanye West. I haven't liked his music since the first album 20 years ago, right? But the fact is, this guy's a genius.
Okay, I want to be very
Damn.
clear here on this.
Yep.
You're saying
And
this.
yeah.
You're saying this about Kanye West.
Yeah.
The reason that he is going on these rants, these anti-Semitic rants
Yep.
against Jews,
It
getting
seems
dropped
like
from all
he
these
doesn't
brands,
hate Jews. He said he's jealous of them.
getting dropped from all these brands,
Yep.
is with the intention of devaluing his net worth because he knew that he would have a divorce settlement
Coming
pending.
soon, lurking.
Right, and so
Yeah.
rather than paying $200,000 a month based
Yep.
on his net worth and his income,
He would have had to pay so much more. He
would
would have came out.
he'd be paying millions a month, let's
Oh
say.
my gosh,
for
yeah.
alimony
Yeah.
or
He was
child
worth over
support.
$1 billion
So
and
he's
Forbes.
doing this intentionally.
Yep.
So he can pay Kim less.
Yeah.
That's a very unique perspective.
You think he
Damn.
loves his kids and he would do that though?
Does he love his kids? He had to sit there while Pete Davidson, and this is what we do at Red Pill Researchers.
But why would he go through all that to pay less? I would assume like if a man loved his kids,
Because money
pay.
doesn't raise children. That's what we
Okay.
see with Nick Cannon in Future, having babies with all kind of women.
Okay, fair
Money
enough.
doesn't raise children. The
Right.
children that are raised in these environments, the Hollywood children, you see they all have problems. You've been
Yeah.
there, right? They all have problems. You can be the child of a billionaire and be the most unhappy person on planet Earth. 2 parents raise children. 2
So
healthy
parents aren't
and
present like Tom Brady.
But
he's
money
present.
does help.
He's present. His kids are more damaged with the divorce, promise you. He's
For
present.
sure.
His kids love
But
having
money does help.
Okay. When mom's at home and if Giselle was at home supportive of your dad's doing another NFL season, he's the best player ever, those kids feel like gold.
Right.
It's strife even in the Holy Bible. The strife is caused in your home when the wife doesn't follow the light that shines through that husband. Tom Brady's not a bad man. He's one of the greatest men we've ever seen, honestly. And I'm not even a fan of him, but he's a great man because he is one of our best players ever. He's fighting through all the way till it ends for him. She has the rest of his life. She has almost $1 billion to work with between his income and hers. Sit your ass down. You don't have to go
But do you know them personally to say they're a great man and a woman?
that he's a great man.
I would say he's a great example, sure, but to
Example.
say someone's a great man,
He's
you
highly
have to meet the man and
here's
spend
how
time
you
with the man.
here's how you, there's many ways to define a man, but a great man, but let's go by this.
Okay.
In sports, where you have to stay healthy, be strong, compete, dominate other men,
I like that.
NFL is probably the roughest one. It's not
Yeah, for sure.
soccer or NBA, okay? And I'm an NBA fan, but I'm a LeBron fan, right? He dominates other men. So basically, Tom Brady is not one of the greatest men we've ever seen. Of
course.
Just like Michael
Yes.
Jordan.
But I want to
It's
bring this
facts.
back. I wanna
These are
bring this back
facts.
to
These aren't
Kanye.
opinions. I mean,
I'm
come
not
on.
worried about Tom Brady anymore. I'm off
Okay,
that.
okay.
I'm back to Kanye.
Kanye.
Because it's clearly self-implosion.
Yeah.
But you're saying that it's calculated.
Yeah.
You're saying that.
Yep.
So, for instance, these rants against
Facts.
the Jews. Here's my opinion. Here's my
Calculated.
opinion.
Calculated.
I'm
He's
thinking,
mad too.
I'm thinking this. Okay, he's already said the record executives, Jewish, and I'm Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, I don't get these phone calls to say, nor any of my Jewish friends or family, hey, bro, we're going to plot to take over the world, right? Cool, yeah.
No.
The meeting's next
It's
Tuesday.
the
Hope
Jewish
you can
way of
make
life.
it.
You guys can only
Got
be
it.
6 or 7
Shabbat
years a slave.
shalom.
You guys don't choose to be slaves as Jews. You guys only have 6 or 7 years to do that in the way you really believe. The Jews really believe. African Americans like myself, we enjoy being, generally as a society, we enjoy being slaves for our whole life. We enjoy the next job, the next career. So then we get mad. Like, well, I got a good career, a good job. And a lot of men and women do that in all races, right? The Jews don't believe that way. You guys can only be a slave so long, and it's in your belief that you need to be ownership and running some shit.
Well, that's a new thought because Jews were slaves well before black people were slaves in Egypt back
that
in
was
the day.
slavery in a sense. No, I'm talking about modern
day slavery.
Okay.
Well,
yes.
what do you think modern day slavery is? Modern day slavery.
The Matrix.
Is
when you go out and you.
I don't know. The whole unplugged from the
Facts.
Matrix. Modern day
Adam.
slavery is debt.
What?
Everything is built around debt these days.
Debt. Okay.
That's-
Okay. I thought you said dead. I'm like, what?
No,
Okay,
debt.
it's debt. Okay. Okay, I'm lost.
There's
It's
no
debt.
shackles and chains. There's literally you're
You're indebted
slave
to a system.
to banks, to credit card companies,
Yes.
to keeping up with the
To
Joneses,
employers.
to employ. Well,
Most women are married to companies and not men. That's the problem that we're having.
if you put your if you're
Women
allowed-
are only.
So-
wom-
But a
women
lot of
are
men don't
biologically-
like women who are running their own shit. So if they're married to
Say that again.
themselves,
Say that one more time.
a lot of guys don't like strong, independent women who
Yeah.
make their own money. That doesn't mean anything to them. So
That
if they're
sucks.
enslaved to a company, that's kind of the only reason. Be a secretary, work for somebody else.
No, be your
You know?
man's secretary. Be your husband's secretary.
Yeah, but you
He's
don't
the-
just come out the womb with a man. Like you have
You go
to
get
also
one.
pay your bills
Women
as a
never
woman.
have to. Let me be clear here. Let me be very
Before.
clear. Women never have to work a day of their life. They never have to get a job. Women are born with their value.
I didn't believe that when I was homeless
You don't
living
have.
out of
You
my
didn't
car.
believe it because you were taught by feminists not to.
I was
to.
not taught by
Well,
feminists
hold on.
actually.
What do you mean by women never have to work a day in
They
their
never
life?
have to work a day in their life. They never had to. Think about. Okay, we had thousands of years of human history.
Yeah.
Women never had to work a day of their life for anybody else but their family.
Fair enough.
Well, what
That
about
only
poor
changed.
women?
That only changed because certain women don't want a husband. Certain women wanted to be in the woods cooking up witch's brew.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I
go
understand.
ahead.
I understand old school
Yes.
for sure.
Okay.
No pushback there whatsoever. There weren't.
They don't have to
careers
work.
or jobs.
Correct.
This is pre-industrial revolution. The world has changed. The
No,
only
the Industrial
constant in
Revolution
life
didn't change it.
is change. Hear me out. Bro.
Okay.
Consider this.
Okay.
In the last couple hundred years,
Yes.
Industrial Revolution, since 1980s, women fought feminism. You know, they wanted the right to vote. They wanted suffrage. They wanted, to be able to work. 1980s, we see the show Mad Men. You know, women are getting slapped on the ass, sexual harassment. I totally understand first wave and second wave feminism. Hold on. Third wave feminism, where I don't need no man. I can make my own money. Okay, I got it. I understand that. The challenge is though, you're 12 years old. You're a woman. You're 15. You're a girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're 16. You're in school. You're not working. You're not working for your man. You're
I
in
was,
school.
I was
You're being
13
breeded.
years old working to pay my family's
You're being
bills
breeded.
and get
Okay,
them food.
stop. That's
As
an
a
anomaly.
13-year-old woman.
Okay, that is amazing. Congratulations. That is an anomaly. There's rules and there's
This
exceptions.
triggers me.
Most girls have to go to school. What happens after school? You're 18 years old. You go to college or you get a job, meaning you're not getting married. There's no man in your life, Ricky. That's my point.
There is.
Who's the man in their life when you're 17 years old?
All right. So if you're 17, we have some boundaries.
18, 19, 20. You don't have a boyfriend. You're just graduated high school or college. You're studying something.
All right.
I'm not even being like I'm defending women. I'm
If
just
you're
talking.
no, I know what you're
I'm
saying.
talking red pill.
I get
If
what
red
you're
pill
saying.
is the truth.
Yeah, I'm here to set it
This is
straight.
reality.
I'm here to set
Who are
it
you
straight.
working for? You don't have a man. You don't have a husband. So who should you work for?
If you're a
18?
young lady of 18,
Yeah.
you should never date a man under 23. Men under 23 should never and let me be blunt as I can, I guess here. You should never de-virginize or sleep with younger women. Women should always date men older than them. Okay? We have something called Victorian dating age, and this comes from something that I learned from Rollo, right?
Yeah.
Socrates maybe was the first somebody back in the day. You take a man's age, you divide it by 2, and then you add 7.
Yeah.
Okay? That's really true. It's still true today. It's weird.
Yeah, I know. That's why I only date 25 and 27 year olds. I got it.
We've done the research. Like if you're a woman that's 30, if you're over 32 as a woman, you can date any age group you want.
But Ricky, that math doesn't add up if you're a 22-year-old dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You're gonna
does.
date a
Yes, it does.
14-year-old?
I got the facts,
So
bro. I'm not here
or
with
21,
holes in my game.
If you're a 21-year-old
My
dude,
game,
you want to
no
date a
holes.
16-year-old, 17-year-old?
If you're
11
if you're a
plus 7 is
22-year-old dude,
18.
let me say this. If you're a 22-year-old dude, you know what you need to be doing?
What?
Getting your fucking shit together.
100%.
You don't need to be worried about no pussy.
What are you talking
So
about?
then
Of
how
course.
does a woman
That
find
is
a guy?
prime worrying
How does a
age.
woman find a
What
guy
do
in
you
his
mean?
23s?
Oh, it's prime
if
worrying
he's
age. But is it
working?
prime? I got a house for this. If I get her pregnant, no. Is it prime? I can take care of these kids and her? No. That's why if women had fathers to help them pick husbands, they never picked that 22-year-old.
Ricky,
So how do we
But you
deal with
just
the
said
bad
that they're
fathers?
supposed to pick the
Bad
23-year-olds.
fathers.
How do we deal with bad fathers who don't set their children up, either men or female children?
There's
for
rarely do you
success?
see bad fathers. Go ahead.
I mean, I've seen several.
Rarely you see
no,
bad
I have
it's
fathers.
a
one.
bad fathers are a rarity.
You think so?
Yeah.
Tripping,
Then all
bruh.
of my friends are very rare.
Baby
'Cause
dad-
I've
bad
seen a
baby
lot of
daddies.
bad
My entire life is so
No,
rare.
Let me be clear.
Diamond in
Let
the
me
rough.
verify this for you. Bad baby daddies are common. Bad fathers, no, rarity. You shouldn't. Okay.
Well, you know the famous saying, any dude can be a father. It takes
Yeah.
a real man to be a dad.
Yeah.
I don't know
it's-
many shitty dads. I know
No.
some piece of shit, hit
Baby
it and quit
daddies.
it baby daddies.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm
what you're
talking
saying?
about like
Yeah, young
actual
women-
fathers who are
women
present.
In the home, who are in the
I'm,
home.
I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say, but fuck it. I'm going to give you some truth here
Go
tonight.
for it.
Women are awesome and are 50-50 with men. But one of the things they've never really been able to do successfully is choose a mate. They can't. They tingle. When you kiss them for the first time, they tingle, and they think about it for fucking 2 weeks and shit. And they go through all that bullshit,
Yeah.
right? They go with guys, they're hypergamous by nature. They go with guys they think are hot. That's why traditionally in most countries in the world, I don't care where you're from, I don't care what skin color you were, your parents, your family had something to do with your choosing of a mate, because girls really can't pick. They get really into what's guy. And that's usually the guy that's gonna fuck them and fuck another bitch, and have babies by all of them. So they can't pick.
So do you
It's
have
never been
daughters?
true.
Do you have daughters?
I got 2 daughters, 1 son.
What would you look for in an ideal mate for your child, and how would you go about like
Yeah, I
arranging
taught
that,
them
as it
well.
were?
I taught them well. I have a daughter that's 19, and she follows my Redpill Ricorian ways. She's doing well for herself.
So what do you mean?
Is she
Who's she
working?
dating? Like who do you?
She's married?
Your 19-year-old
She's not.
daughter. Who,
No,
who
she's
do you
not.
encourage
She's
her to date?
19. She's a college student.
Okay.
Okay. She's not married, but she knows how to date. She not even date. Dating's bad.
So then what
Dating.
is it?
Dating's a new construct.
It is.
Dating only existed since 1945 or some shit.
Yeah.
Just like teenagers and shit. No,
Yeah.
1920s. I'm sorry. Dating is new. You should be courting. But really, a young lady, should never give her sexual access up to a man that's not going to marry her. Facts. This has always been facts. This has never changed, guys.
Okay.
Okay? For example, a man who's 41 at his peak, he has a net worth of $10 million. He has a one-night stand with a woman, and he gives away half of that, $5 million to her for a one-night stand. You would call him an absolute idiot. You gave that woman, excuse my language, you gave that one $5 million for a one-night stand?
Well, how are you getting that math?
If he has $10 million,
Yeah.
and he gives her $5 million for a one-night stand,
But what do you mean? Give
That's
her
what
$5
What's his
million.
number?
that's what our women are giving up.
What's his?
That's
phone
what our
do you-
girls are giving up.
What do you mean giving up $5 million? Like,
They're giving up their worth. They're going out because of feminism.
Yeah.
They're being told, go out, have sex with all these guys, this and that, and you can do what you want and party and feel your feelings and whatever you want to do. That's never been okay. It's never been okay in the history of the world.
let me. I actually watch a bunch of your videos, and we're gonna cue up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But you said this study, and I want to get your girl's opinion on this as well. You said something called the Teachman study, right?
The what? The Teachman study, yeah.
Teachman study,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And it has to do with female promiscuity and body count. And
Yeah.
these are some of the numbers that you cited, okay?
right.
You said, and this has to do in relation to marriage. You said that if you're a virgin as a woman, there's an 80% chance that you will stay married.
Yeah.
You
at
said
least.
that if you've only had sex with one partner, there's a 69% chance you'll get married. 3 partners,
That you'll stay in your marriage, yeah.
Stay in your marriage. 3 partners, 39%. 6 to 10 partners, only 29%. 16 to 20 or more partners, 18%. So
Yeah.
how are you getting these numbers? You're saying the higher a woman's body count, the less likely is she is to stay married.
Yeah, she doesn't value. She has no, and this is, most of the things that we discover are common sense. Like I say, past, present, and future. They're
How
common.
did you get the numbers?
The Teachman study. You can look it up. It's on. You Google it. Teachman
So
study.
explain the numbers. Yeah, explain.
Okay,
more.
so basically, the more a woman gives herself up, the more she devalues herself. There's multiple factors. Speaking in a computer programming sense, there's many. There's multiple variables, right? Okay, to what she's doing. There's variables, there's variation. She values herself less. She's taken too much. Say she takes 20 different guys. one of those guys is going to be huge sexually. Out of 20, somebody's going to physically hurt her in a way that you can't. Okay? And that's never going to leave her.
Like Emily's story out there when she got choked out by
Huge,
Roman.
like his dick? Big dick? What?
Yeah. Then you have the case where there's a guy who, like yourself, Adam, maybe he had more money than anybody I've ever been with, and that's a thoughtful life for her, right? She has all these memories and imprints. Women they're biologically prone to leadership. That's why they all follow trends. One gets red hair, the other one gets red hair, one gets lashes, the other one gets lashes. Women are prone to trends.
copying me,
They
Emily.
follow leadership. That's what they're built for. That's not a bad thing. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. We want that because that's when you're a husband and you're providing for your wife and she kicks it with her friends, you want them all to be trendy in the same shit. That's beautiful. It's awesome, right? That's not a problem. But they're susceptible to leadership. That's why all these women who make music, making all the feminism and men ain't shit music, is making our women.
Yeah.
Right?
Jamie, let me get your opinion on this because, you know, we talked about this the last time you were here about how, like, you hadn't been dating for a while. You took a pause on it. Emily took, like, a year pause, I believe.
Yes, sir.
When you hear these studies, these numbers, these calculations of, like, the more men you have sex with, the less likely your marriage or your serious relationship will work. Is this something that even matters to you? Or you're like, I don't give a shit. I'll just sleep with who I want. Forget about your stupid study over here, Ricky. I'm going to do me. How are you processing this?
I mean, I'm always going to do me. So, like, all of you all can spew your opinions, and I'm just like, okay. And
Yeah.
I'll give my opinion. But I think that as long as I keep working on myself to be the best person that I can be, to be compassionate, I agree that, like, a woman who marries a man should support that man and listen to that man. And I would like to be led in that role. And if I'm able to provide all those things, then why does the past matter? And I think a lot of men, when they're so worried on body count, it comes out of insecurity from them being hurt in the past relationship, maybe where a woman was promiscuous. But again, it's like not all men, it's not all women. Like, you had one bad experience, and you need to be, I think, open and compassionate and understanding of people and where they've been. Because there's a lot of women who have been like, oh, well, you were homeless. Like, I wouldn't give you the time of day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you wouldn't want to be judged on that. You want to be judged on how you grew, the things that you've done to become a better man, the progress that you've made. And I do believe that women deserve that exact same respect.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me tee something up for you, Ricky. And because I interview a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
And there's elements of Redpill I fully agree with. There's a lot of elements of modern day women I'm not saying I agree with, but I'm listening. I'm like, okay,
we need to
got
listen to the women. That's what I do
so
daily.
here's what I'm saying with this. We talk about this at Valuetainment all the time with Pat. We're in the conversion business. What do I mean? Politicians, you're in the conversion business. All right, you're an independent thinker. You're independent. You don't know who you're voting for. We're trying to get you over here. We believe, especially on our channel, Valuetainment as a whole, in capitalism, free enterprise, okay? Entrepreneurship. If you're a hardcore socialist, we want to say things to you to make you say, yeah, maybe these capitalists are on to something. We're in the conversion business. So part of what I'm seeing is the red pill community, maybe not even say red pill.
It is.
You're saying that, like, these are the facts, this is the stories, this is how women need to act. But then I listen to what women say, what like Jamie's saying, she's like,
Yeah, she wants to
"That's
be an
great."
independent boss chick and
No,
do her
I'm
thing.
not
She
even
wants
saying
to
that.
be
I don't
wanna be.
herself.
Let me finish.
Yeah,
She's basically saying, I hear what you guys are saying,
yeah.
but I'ma do me.
But I'm gonna do me. Yeah.
So my question is this.
Yep.
If you're in the conversion business, because I assume while you're doing this, not only do you want to teach men the ways of red pill,
What I do is for
you're
women,
also
'cause
trying.
most men know.
You're also trying to educate women and
Yeah.
hopefully convert them to living a different type of life
Yeah.
or having a different type of mentality.
To living naturally.
But
yeah.
in my opinion, from what I've seen, not many women are willing to readjust their mindset or their lifestyle.
Let me tell you
just
why.
because you have some
Let me tell you why.
philosophies.
I can tell you why.
Or scientific methods, right? Like
Yeah.
Jamie, to be direct, nothing Ricky's gonna say
Is gonna change their
nothing
mind.
is
Yeah.
gonna change your mind about anything. Am I right?
I mean,
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
No, it's
I
fine.
would say like my opinions and how I view the world and things, that's always open. I'm never like closed-minded, and I'm always willing to hear other people. We had a great conversation in the green room.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I love everything this guy's
Yeah,
saying.
these are two great.
Yeah, I
women,
loved everything you were saying in the
honestly, like,
beginning of the
facts.
conversation. There was things that you were saying, and I was like, okay, like I like that, but there's always going to be differences of opinion, and I think not
They're-
coming at it
yeah.
so like
It's not out of the
hard
normal.
and like women this and men this, and I think just realizing people are people, and we've all been through different experiences. How we act, the things that we've been through, most of it is a trauma response, and most of if
It
you can
is.
see that and then nurture each party, like a man nurtures his woman and is like, hey, I understand that you've been through this, but I'm a safe space. I can do this. And allows that, not coming at it being like, well, you had sex with 100 women, like that,
Okay.
or 100 men, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's facts. What she's saying
that
is
makes
true.
it a little difficult to have a conversation and feel like we can be on the same side and reach a mutual standpoint. Like that argumentative conversation, then we would never, like that would never work.
It would never happen.
What I'm looking for as a woman, and what I would look for in a man, I'd hope he'd look for that in a woman as well, is just being open and understanding the other person's side and saying, how do we come and reach a mutual like agreement on how this can work? And I think that, I don't know, I think a lot of it has to do with our past, and we have to be compassionate about that.
It's true.
Like you say, like there aren't a lot of bad fathers, but you're sitting
No,
with
there's
two
not.
girls who have had bad fathers. So how do you get the girls with bad fathers to see your opinion and hear you when it almost feels like you're coming against us, rather than
yeah.
saying, hey, I understand you had that bad experience. Let me help you
So
grow into
you
the
guys
woman
had
that
bad
I want.
fathers in the home. You had two parents and you had bad fathers in the home.
We had both bad mothers and bad fathers, so
in
we
the
had
home.
the double whammy.
You're saying you had two parent households growing up.
No, I did
Then
not.
you didn't have bad fathers. You had bad baby daddy experiences because your mother didn't choose right and your father didn't choose right.
They did
That's not a
not.
father.
I'm not arguing with you there.
Okay, your mother should have waited till marriage to have you as a child, to have sex
See,
and have you.
I broke up my parents' marriage.
Probably, but well, I'm going to stick to this point first. And your father should have.
And the only reason he left is
The only
literally
way a
because
woman
of me.
knows that a guy loves her is if he chooses to marry you. If he chooses to marry you, he loves you. But men love
But
in
if he's
plural.
fucking her best friend who's the neighbor,
No, but that's what I'm saying.
that
Men love
love?
in
Is
plural.
that
Men
the
don't love in.
agreement?
You want the biological facts or not? These are facts.
I want my biological
once again,
father, but I don't know him
I don't
either, so.
speak, I don't speak in opinion. I speak in fact. I don't speak in opinion and theory. I don't do that.
But I guess my
Facts.
question, let me be direct with you, Ricky.
Yes.
How many men, I'm not talking about your YouTube channel, because you just started that 3
That's
months
nothing
ago.
yet,
It's doing
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
How many men have you red-pilled? Meaning, have you exposed to the truth and said, hey, brother, this is how you have thought? This is the new way of thinking? How many men has that been?
I have no clue because right now on YouTube, for example, we only have 80-something thousand followers on YouTube.
Yeah, subscribers, yeah.
And most people are grateful.
But
Men
I'm
and
saying
women.
in real life. You have real life conversations. How
No,
many?
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for people in real life. I'm so
Okay.
busy doing this research and focused on my purpose.
Okay.
We're not. See, those shorts are just a small part. I have a late show coming out, late night or Redpill tonight with Ricky Redpill. Right. We have a podcast that is a freaking game show. It's
Yeah,
magnificent.
but I'm just talking.
Too much stuff
I'm
coming
talking
out.
numbers right now. So
Yeah.
even in friends, colleagues, you're saying that you've never done.
Every man will be Redpill in the next few years.
I'm not talking about a few years, Ricky. I'm
Okay.
talking about what
Have
you've
I
done
red-pilled?
already. Yes.
I don't have no clue.
Okay.
Honestly, I can't
All right,
give you a
then
fact.
let me ask you another question. How many women have you red pilled?
Have I Redpilled?
Right. You said, hey, babe, this is how you're acting. Let me teach you something. And they've
Most that
changed
come into
their-
contact with me are, I think if I have a conversation, I think it's easier to see the red pill. But women aren't. Man, this is tough. Men are egotistical, right? Women are prideful. Pride means I can't be wrong. Egotistical gets damaged, and pride can be damaged. But women, women don't want to be wrong. They'd rather lie than be wrong. It's their nature. It's not a bad thing. I'm not dissing women. I love women, once again. And men and women are 50-50. I don't think one's higher, ever. I know the facts, so I know it's true. Men and women are made to be puzzle pieces that fit together perfectly. I'll give you this example. Men, traditionally, we've said, men run from commitment. He won't marry me, all this, right?
Yep.
You never think of the flip side, do we? Women run from submittance. In relationships, let me say this. Men commit in relationships. A woman cannot commit in a relationship. I don't care, oh, she won't commit. She broke her commitment. She broke her commitment. She never was committed, bro. They can't.
It's because women control sex, men control the relationship.
Women
that's why men propose.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you're
Men
saying?
commit, when a man commits to a relationship or a marriage with a woman, he does that in thoughts that it is forever. When a woman submits, she does that in thoughts that this is fucking awesome. And he's awesome, and I love this, and I'm getting what I want. As soon as that stops, she's like, I'm not happy, and she fucking leaves. She will tear your whole family and legacy apart, bro. And we know this is a fact. These are facts.
Here's some divorce
not
stats for you
opinions.
guys. So I have a lot of business friends of mine, business colleagues. When I came into the financial business, I was 26 years old. A lot of my mentors were 10 years older than me, in their late 30s, 40s. And I've seen what they've gone through. I've got many business colleagues of mine who have been divorced. And one guy in particular, he's paying, I don't know, some ungodly amount to his ex-wife.
For what?
And it will continue until she gets married. And she's been with the guy forever, but will not get married because she likes that income check. Okay?
Exactly.
I have another partner of mine. This is a partner now, not just a colleague. Probably makes 7 figures a year. Okay? He was with this woman for a while. I think he now pays her at least, because it's part of his income, 10 grand a month, period. So kind of what you were saying about Kanye is like the more he makes, the more he has to pay her. That's kind of what it's built in. But here are some stats. Women file for divorce 70% of the time, and it goes up to 90% if they're college educated.
Yes.
So there's a 7 to 9% out of 10, 7 out of 9, 10 divorces are women initiated. Women get the kids 90% of the time. The average child support payment, I believe, is $700 something bucks a month. That's for child support. Alimony apparently is 40% of a guy's income. What happens to these guys is they end up getting depressed, fat, drugs, alcohol, suicidal.
Suicide is the key
and
here.
that's a major part. So it's like you're
They have
talking to a
nothing
guy
left.
like me that's talking to a bunch of different girls or whatever, definitely want to have kids. And I'm thinking, will I get married though?
You're gonna get railroaded, bro.
Is it worth it?
Nope.
I don't know. Is it worth it to get married though?
No, it's not.
Because I do
Fact.
believe in having a family.
No.
I do believe in that. I do believe in a same household, nuclear family, kids.
That's what men
but do
want.
I want the government
It's not what women
being able to
want.
tell me, Adam, you're worth $5 million. Nope. Now you're worth $2 million. Is that something that I want to be interested in?
Nope.
What are your thoughts, Ricky?
Facts. Factually, no. It's guaranteed, downright fact. A lot of guys come, this is something that does happen. A lot of guys come to me, should I get married, this and that? The answer is always no. I'm here to change the marriage laws. Me, Just Pearly Things, people like that, the lead attorney, there's people on the forefront trying to change the laws, okay?
What was that look?
Oh,
Maybe not a fan of
I
not-
just think
of-
Pearl.
Just
of women
Pearly
not
Things
voting.
is an idiot.
Talking about
You
Pearl.
think just Pearly Things is an idiot?
Oh
Yeah.
No,
God.
she's brilliant. But go ahead.
Oh, that's it.
I think
That's
she's
hard to
it.
say factually.
I think she's
She's an
brilliant.
idiot.
Why,
Not
why
a
do you think
fan.
she's an idiot?
I just don't agree with her opinions. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a red pill White House, and she would literally be my vice president as long as I don't get killed.
Really?
right?
Because she's going to be here in a few weeks, by
Yeah,
the way.
she's
I want to be on the show.
Pearly
with her.
is
Get me
she's
on.
right on.
Really?
There's no
Okay.
a lot of her things people attack her about are she's facts, man. Like I say, I don't
But she
like
agrees a lot with Tate and stuff. So how do you agree
Say that
so much?
again?
She agrees a lot with like some of Fresh and Fit and Tate. So how do you?
I'm not a fan of
Yeah,
Fresh
but
and
those-
Fit.
How do
those
you
guys
agree
have-
with her, but you don't agree with them?
because they have truth. They all have truth. None of them are. I don't know of any
But
of
you
them.
seem more affirmative towards not liking like Fresh and Fit in them versus her.
No, I like Fresh and Fit. I love Fresh and Fit. I'm a fan. I'm literally a fanboy of Fresh and Fit, if that's a correct term to use. I love their show. I love watching their show. The drama that goes on sometimes, the time when the gun come out, and the guy comes to the door and all the crazy. I love that shit, right? And I love when the facts that they give and the delusion calculator. The problem I have is when you cross the line and you make us look bad. You're not going to degrade the quality of Redpill for money. You're not going to do that. Those are the people that if you're not kicking Redpill facts, right? And if you're not a purist about it, and if you're not following the rules, every genre, whatever, has rules to it.
Yeah.
If you're not following that, you got to get your ass out. You're leaving. I promise you're leaving.
So is marriage not a tenet of Redpill? I'm just asking, like,
Marriage
honestly, curiously.
Yeah, Redpill should have marriage.
Okay.
But the problem is, like
But
I
you
say,
just said that marriage.
no, I'm a
men
family
should not be
advocate. That's what I do.
But I
That's
thought you just said that you wouldn't advise
Yeah,
any
you
man
wouldn't
to
advise
no,
have
because the
me.
marriage laws are bad. Like Adam just
Okay.
said,
But if you
men
get
are
a
getting
prenup-
men are getting
Okay.
divorced, raped. Do you know what happens
Right,
after a
but-
divorce to a man, especially if he's anywhere over 35?
Right, but if you get a prenup, would you condone marriage
I know what
Prenups.
happens to the women.
or no?
Works sometimes.
So would
no,
you condone
we need to
marriage with
change the
prenup?
marriage laws. I'm here to that. Honestly, I'm
Okay.
here to change the marriage.
So it's
the
more
marriage
of
laws
a-
will be changing.
So it's
They're
more
going
of
to
a
change.
government-
Do you have a
thing?
lot of
It's
do you have a
about
lot
to
of
change.
female friends, Ricky?
Yeah.
You have a lot of female
Yep.
friends? So I have a lot of
Mostly
female
females.
friends. I actually
Yeah.
believe that men and women can be friends. So like, live in Miami. I go out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I will say that like, you know, women want an old school man, but they want to kind of be new school. They want a traditional man, but they're not traditional.
Yeah.
And that's kind of part of the problem is that what women want, like these women that I'm talking about, I'll go out with them, I'll hang out with them, I'll party, I'll be friends, I'll date, well, all that. Am I marrying these women? That is a whole different conversation.
Nope.
And I will not do that. I will not put myself at risk for losing everything I'm building for someone who emotionally might get over me in X amount of years.
There's too many bad
and just
women.
You
take
have
all my
to you have
shit.
to also
Bro.
think too though
Yeah, so
that
bad.
with everything that's
I can't no
happening,
more.
especially with like domestic
Let me some
violence
more.
and things like that, there's a lot of women who don't want to risk it either with men. Being with
me
a
some
man is a risk. Like you could get abused, you could get raped, you could get
no,
beat,
those
you
are-
could get killed.
Those are old narratives.
Those are
they're
not old
even-
narratives, and they're
that's not
happening
common.
absolutely
But I thought
right
you just
now.
said that men
Look,
hurt
okay,
women.
the biggest thing that we
to
work
deny
on.
domestic violence and the people who have
No, we don't
speaked
deny
out,
it.
but you just denied it.
Okay, what I'm saying is this isn't the overwhelming fact. Once again, I only deal in facts, factual information.
I would say I
This
know
isn't
more.
the over-
Every single
most
person
women-
I know
we
as
can't
a
say
woman has
most
been
wo-
sexually assaulted. More often than not, there has been a man who has put their hands on them, and it is more common than you actually think. And
Do you
we're
know why?
experiencing it, and we
'Cause
don't want to have
here's what we
babies
do.
with
Let
you
me
or
show
get
you
married
something
unless
new.
we know you're actually
I'm
it.
about to tell you about something new that we've really been working on here with the researchers. Female crime, okay?
Yeah.
This is, I'm sorry, female crime. This is very important, and this is extremely important for anybody watching tonight. Female crime has no consequences. Men are physical creatures, okay? We're built to dominate the physical world. Most of the things we see around us, buildings, cars, highways, whatever, men built, okay? Let's be honest about that, factual about that. What do women dominate since men are 50-50? Women dominate the emotional realm. This is why they were often considered to be witches and people who would cast spells and different things like that on your soul and emotions and things, right? We deal with that today still. Some people say Kevin Samuels was killed by witches, right? So let's be honest about this. Women dominate the emotional realm. They're more nurturing because of that. A woman has the power through one lie to make a man a king. She can lie to one man and make him a king. That's how powerful a woman is with her emotional existence. Women are very strong. They're just as strong as men. It's just a different type of power. When women commit crime, it's not physical. Everybody think a crime like rape, for example, right? We all know what that is.
Yeah.
Men commit that physically. Women don't.
They do though.
They
no,
do.
no. You're getting this wrong. I need you to really pay attention here. Let me say, men women do that crime emotionally. They sometimes, very few times, very few, if you think about that crime, they do it very few physically. Because women are emotional dominance. Men are physical dominance. Female crime is emotional.
Can I disagree with you?
No, you
because
can't.
I think there's a lot of men who feel like they are not able to share when women hurt them physically because it's against their manhood.
That is not the case.
But I
Most
know
men have not been raped by women physically. I promise you. That's no. No, we're not going to do that tonight.
Well, yeah, obviously physically women are.
Do you think
Yeah,
most men would
emotionally.
admit that they were sexually abused as a kid or something like
Say
that?
that again?
Do you think most men would admit that they were sexually abused?
No, most
Because-
men weren't sexually abused as a child. No, that's
But we
not
don't
facts
know
either.
that because they don't feel safe enough to come out and actually talk
Why
about
would that
it.
be a fact? What? See,
No, that-
fear.
What do you keep
See,
saying
here's-
fact? Like,
because-
who's verifying your facts?
But okay, let's back up a second here, guys.
Okay, I
Most
can't.
men, I think we can
Okay.
all agree here that most men, when you say most, weren't sexually
Exactly.
abused.
That's
as
what I'm saying.
kids.
This is what we're dealing with
Okay,
women.
we're a bunch of kids. That's like saying most kids were raped by Michael Jackson. No, a handful were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? It doesn't
So-
make sense. They're fear
And
tactics.
either were most women. If you guys had
Okay.
issues, no doubt.
My
Nobody's
God.
dismissing that.
Oh, I don't
Nobody's
think anyone
dismissing-
is.
Missing-
I don't think I've had a conversation with a woman literally in years that has not had some form of sexual abuse or trauma.
That's
in
because
their life.
that's
But-
correct.
okay.
And
Now that's
I
a
meet
good.
women
That's a
in
fact.
all spaces, all
That's a fact.
industries.
So how is that a
There's
fact
two
and the
different
others
things.
aren't?
Hold
It's
on,
a-
guys. Hold on, guys. We were talking about as
Specifically in
kids.
conservative homes.
We're
That's
talking
good
about
shit.
as kids.
I like that, Jim.
Talking about as children or as
Yes.
adults.
As children.
Children.
You're
Because
saying
fathers
that
aren't in the
most
house.
women
I-
have been
I-
sexually abused as children.
Yes.
I think a lot more.
Because
than
their
you think.
mothers are.
It might be a lot more than I think, but we can't use terms like the
Most.
majority of women and the most women.
Adam,
But
I
we
can,
also
I can tell
only
you
that's
know,
from
true.
statistically speaking, and what we know is the people who speak up. And I know that now is the age where people can start to
It's
speak
facts.
up.
What she's talking about
I
right
just
there is
talked
facts.
You're saying
about
what's
a high
facts?
school, someone in
Most
middle
girls,
school who made me
most-
feel weird.
Yeah. This is incredible. I'm telling you, we've discovered the most incredible stuff. She's right. Most young ladies these days are being taken advantage of, exposed, touched, and assaulted earlier than ever before in our history.
But when you say most, give a
It's
number.
most.
Give a number.
I don't know the exact
I think
number.
it's 4 out of 6.
It's a lot, Adam.
it's
I promise
insane.
It's a
you.
really
It's
high
insane.
percentage.
Because listen,
Yeah.
Adam, it's because of what you talk about every night. Fathers aren't in the home. If your real dad's in the home, like I have 2 daughters.
Yeah.
That never happened to my daughters. Why?
My dad was in the
Because
home.
guys would
My doctor
die.
touched me.
You would be
Like,
Is it your
that's-
you said your
my
doctor?
dad was in the home and I was sexually abused by a doctor. My
It can-
child doctor. That's
Okay,
like, when my
men-
home was good. My parents
Okay,
were together.
we
My
have-
dad made a ton of money, owned one of the biggest
right.
construction companies. When you think of an ideal family, that's where my family came from, and that's
But
what
it
was
still
happening.
happens. It still
There's women
happens.
in gymnastics
because
and everywhere.
men are predatory upon women, young girls, right? Men are predatory. They do the grape or whatever other crimes, right? We have laws against it, so it reduces it. But in general, most households don't have this advantage of fathers. 80% of American children are being raised in like some high number of children are being raised in a single parent household. What does that mean? Mostly mom, and she's dating multiple different men. And most of those men who come to the house are feeling like, yeah, I'm with
Those
you.
dads
but
aren't
you're-
touching their kids; they're touching their nieces and nephews.
Most dads, no, that's not true.
Look,
That's not close to
The-
fact. You just
the,
said a fact
um,
and followed up with.
Let me shift
Wild
gears
opinion.
for a second.
You're a
So,
little everywhere
do
with me.
you believe in this concept of toxic masculinity?
I think
I-
both sides are very toxic.
I think I
Yeah.
just call it. I just call it being
Yeah.
toxic.
Okay,
Yes,
just being
yes.
toxic.
You're toxic or you're
There's,
not.
there's
Toxic
toxic masculinity.
femininity,
There's
right?
toxic
Yeah, there's a lot of
femininity, and
there's
I-
a lot of both. Actually.
Yeah.
So I firmly
sure.
agree. Like, you can't just label a gender or a race or religion as something. It's individual.
Well,
Because everything he
right?
says about men and women, I'm thinking the exact same thing for the opposite gender. When you say men are this way or men do this, I'm thinking, well, so do women. And
No,
when
it's
you
not
say
the
women
same.
are like this, I'm like,
they're so
do
different.
men.
They're polar opposites. We call it Ricorian polar. The opposites that are between men and women are many. It's too much. It's a lot. We're not the same. Men and women are not the same.
Oh, for sure,
We're
different.
totally
Absolutely.
different and meant to fit together as puzzle
Biologically,
pieces.
mentally,
That's
everything.
whatever alien, God, call it whatever you want. God created us, created men and women like that. We fit together. You know, go ahead.
No, I just want to get your opinion on this.
It's
so
too
there's a
much.
story here
I
now.
want to
This is
get
so
out
fun.
tonight.
I'm having so
sorry.
much fun.
I love
I'm
this.
sorry.
I
Pull up
love
this
this.
story now.
Group hug
So,
after.
I want to like the part of the problem is I have is when anytime you want to use labels for groups, what Kanye's doing with Jews, or what certain people did with Asians during COVID, or what people are doing with men, toxic masculinity. So I saw this story and I was like, I got to bring it up about toxic femininity. Here's the story right here. So the story is there's this dude in Texas and he's dating this woman for 1 month. 1 month. And she FaceTimes him to check in on him, and another woman answers the phone, answers the FaceTime, okay? So what do you think this woman did? Did she, break up with him on the spot? Did she text him that we're done? Did she show up at his job and confront him? Did she key his car? No, she went full left-eyed Lisa Lopez on him and burnt
His house
homie's house down.
Wow.
Okay. So now it turns.
That bitch is crazy.
So now it turns out that the person that answered his phone was his aunt. That was like, hello.
God.
So now, Buddy, so he's checking his phone, and the text he gets from his girlfriend is, hope your house is okay. He's like, what are you talking about? Long story short, now Buddy's doing a GoFundMe to raise money for his house,
to get his house back.
to fix his house. He is full on
So
homeless.
sad.
Poor
So
guy.
my question to you is this an example of toxic femininity,
Yeah.
or is she just a crazy bitch?
I think that's toxic person, period. Like, if anybody is going to commit arson, they're crazy, and they should not be dating until they're fucking healing themselves.
Yeah, they have. She has clearly childhood trauma. I would say that's abandonment issues, like a lot of things. And she got triggered, and in a fit of being triggered, acted absolutely psycho. And I think she should have full responsibility for how she acted. Maybe her feelings were valid of being upset, but her actions are not. And I think that a lot of people try to say, like, well, my feelings, and justify their actions on both parties. That bitch is crazy.
And my answer to that is they're both right. And I'll just add to that it's movies and music that made her feel, and other women giving her advice throughout her life as to how to deal with men is what caused that.
Yeah, I absolutely believe
Women
that
give
women
women
are
horrible
can be
advice when it comes to
super
conducting
Yeah.
their life.
I see women go absolutely crazy about men, blowing their phones
Yeah.
up, like psycho
Because it's
shit,
emotional decision
because
making.
they're
It's toxic
emotional.
femininity.
Yeah, they're
She's right.
they're so in love, or they like them,
Yep.
and they're like, you just left
And they
me,
feel
you
like
threatened my sense of security.
Okay, when she burned his house down, is she in
Yeah.
prison right now? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, she is.
There's no laws
Arson.
against, because she did the physical act.
Yeah.
But the female crime, I'm telling you,
But here's my question, Ricky. You said you just called it toxic femininity, right?
It
there.
is. It's facts.
So, but that's my
upset.
my problem. Isn't she just a crazy woman?
Nope.
Why does it have to be
Most women's
toxic
crazy, man.
femininity?
You ever been with a
Just like
woman?
if some
They all
dude
crazy.
is a piece of shit, abusive scumbag, is that toxic masculinity?
No.
Or is just he a piece of shit?
So you're saying why generalize
Why
it
are
as
we
opposed
using
to talk about
toxic
the
That's a good
men,
individual?
question,
toxic
Adam.
women?
That's a
Why'd
good
you wait,
question.
Adam?
That's what I'm trying to get at right
Okay.
here.
That's a good
All
question.
these labels, these groups, individuals is who we need to hold accountable.
Yes.
Yeah.
This goes
Yeah.
back to my Kanye thing.
Well-
is like the Jews, the gays, right? The blacks,
No,
the
but-
this. It's like, no, it was these certain people that screwed you
We
over.
would be wrong to say that, though. So what the question you're asking, no, we would be wrong. Because what did they label toxic masculinity? They labeled traditional masculinity as toxic. What are they labeling toxic femininity? Traditional femininity as toxic. So
Is
I would say
traditional
both of those
femininity-
come from
traditional
like a
femininity is not
like a
toxic. It
therapy
needs to be
standpoint of
controlled,
being
just like
unhealed.
masculinity. Toxic masculinity, okay, traditional masculinity, say caveman masculinity. I go around, I grape every hot chick I see, and there's no police around. No, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm listening.
I promise you, I can't, when you do that, when you don't have laws in place to monitor and keep people in order. Okay. Chaos and order. Men represent order. Women control most of the world right now. Facts, okay? That's why we have so much chaos and disorder. When we have an equal distribution of both, it's just like the balance of love. Love is the equal distribution of that thing. And we can get into that in a minute, whatever. But basically, you have to have order or you're going to have chaos. We have that chaos because of that. When you go out and commit these crimes, and I'm telling you, we've done the math on it. There's algorithms and everything. It's not simple. It's very deep. I've had other analytics and statistics companies before. This is not new to us. We know what we're doing, and I'm telling you.
Can you answer Adam's question though?
Which is what?
Why is what she did toxic femininity and versus a man?
It's not.
Doing,
That's what I'm telling you.
Well, you
it's
said it
not.
was. You literally just
what
said
she
it was.
did is traditional. Listen to me clearly. Let me be clear. Maybe I'm not being clear. What she did by doing that is traditional femininity.
What does that mean, though, Rich?
Yeah, what
She's
does that
just
mean?
being a hurt woman whose feelings is hurt.
But-
She's a hurt girl.
I guess, so here's my question then. So answer this. Why are we using
And
these
she's
group labels? What Lex Friedman said to Kanye when he was on the podcast with him is like, you can't just put large swaths of people together and blame groups of people. This
Yes,
was
you
one
can.
crazy bitch. What do you mean?
They all do, bro.
No, not
Okay.
all women.
You can't put all
Burn
women.
houses down.
You
You
don't
can
know
put-
all
you can
women.
put
You
all
had a
women-
bad experience with one woman.
Listen, it's never all. That's where
Yeah.
people make the mistake.
So you
It's
said
never
all.
all.
Right.
Listen, guys, honestly,
So-
regardless of whatever you feel like here right now, feelings aside, you cannot put all women or all men in any group, okay? Here's what you do.
Got
you
it.
take what is factually, that's why I
Yeah.
keep talking about facts, the numbers, okay? If 80% of men would do a murder if murder was not illegal, then you say most men are killers. Correct. Yes.
Would
That is
I?
what we're
What?
dealing with. See, you can't even get that. It's a,
Yeah, because that don't make no sense.
So you're talking about societal norms, and you're talking about
I'm
laws?
talking about the nature. We're going, our laws and all this crap we're on these freaking podcasts and everything talking about, they're go against our human nature. We are biological creatures who are socially programmed. We have that adaptation. We are biological creatures. You're a biological creature. We're all that.
right?
Okay?
Right.
You can be socially programmed through music, people you talk to, your mother, your father.
Okay.
Think about everybody like that, because that's the truth.
Okay.
That's the fact. That's why I speak on facts, because you guys get fucking confused. For real. This is the fact. Nobody can dispute what I'm saying. This is it.
So we're saying we
So
should
finish
generalize.
what you're saying.
You have to generalize. Do you want to save most of the people or just a few of the people?
So
It's not about what you feel. If you want to say most
feelings
or
mean
the-
nothing to me.
So-
I care not about feelings.
To be clear,
Yeah.
is there such thing as toxic masculinity? Yes or no?
Yes or no? You literally just said no,
No.
to woman.
There's
There
no.
isn't.
Okay, there. Now you're
listen,
making some
there
fair
is-
sense.
There's no
okay.
such thing
Go
as
smoke a
toxic
blunt.
femininity. Listen, guys,
how
there's
does
no such
that-
thing as either one.
But
Wait, I thought you
you
just,
just said that there
But
was.
you just said
Ricky.
there
No,
was.
no.
Yeah, where are
Gaslighting
your
us.
facts?
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I need to call
Under
my
the right
therapist.
context. That's why I told you Kevin Samuels was wrong, right? I stood up here, a guy I idolize, just like Rolo and
Yeah.
others, okay? Coach Greg Adams, I love that guy. He's dope,
Coach,
okay?
yeah.
And in the marriage and divorce area, right, of Redpill. He's a master of that. What I'm telling you is, under the right laws, it's the laws. Do you not understand that order is conducted through
Jamie
laws?
will be right back. Go
I
ahead.
got to do the same thing. We might be, under laws.
Yes.
Our laws are the problem. Our government has failed us. And that's why after controlling Red Pill, bringing order to Red Pill, we need to make sure that we go into lawmaking. And like
So-
I say,
okay.
me and Andrew Tate's elite are different. He has, right now at this point,
What was that?
A little dust feather, you
all right,
know.
it's fine. And right now at this point, Andrew, he's went through a lot. He was under attack, right?
Yeah.
Andrew was under attack because, whatever, never mind the reasons. Andrew was under attack and he feels threatened because of that. They attacked him. They did damage to his income and other things. With me, my elite, it doesn't feel like that to me. He feels like he might lose his life even soon. I mean, he's just recently become Muslim and everything else. I don't feel like that. I feel like Tom Brady supports me. I feel like Bill Gates supports me. I feel like
But
Elon
you said
Musk.
you don't do how
Wait,
you feel.
Huh?
You said you don't do the feel. Like it
No, I
doesn't
do
matter
the
how you
feel personally in my personal life, not when I'm giving advice to public.
But aren't you giving
Can
advice?
you run to the
Okay.
restroom real quick?
We can if we
You
can.
need to.
Take
Let's
a break.
take a quick break. Do you want to do some super chats while he runs
I
to
can
the
do
restroom
some
real
super
quick?
chats.
You know
Let's
I
do
got-
some
yeah, I didn't
super
drink too much.
chats.
You go get
Alrighty.
All right, Ricky, go real.
You don't have to pee?
I do.
All right,
Yeah,
Ricky,
go
go
get
real
it.
quick. We'll do
All
some
right.
super chats and we'll watch some of your videos when you get back.
What time is it?
Go quick.
Hello,
though.
everyone. We're going to do some super chats. I'm going to be reading all of them for you guys. So first, we actually just
608.
got a nice $10 from Darth Brenji. Thanks, Darth. We appreciate you. Straight to the back to the left.
Back to the left.
Then we also had a super chat from Zorro's Lost 11. Brady can replace Giselle with a worm, with a woman, I guess, just as pretty, if not even prettier and younger
I'm
than
gonna
her.
replace you with a worm.
With a worm.
worm.
But I think it's a woman with the @ symbol. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know, I struggle with these. And then we had another one by him. You don't ask a fish how to catch a fish. Same guy. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Then we had Deja the Charger. Redheads needs to chill out. We were talking about successful accomplishments and how not enough. You don't need a man and get to tell him how to live his life. 20-year-old Tucker from NY. Nat, you're doing great. Thanks. Then we had another from Darth. Donovan Sharp, Morpheus. Sorry, buddy. We had homosexual.
What did Donovan say?
Donovan just said, Darth Brenji again said Donovan Sharp's Morpheus.
Oh,
Sorry,
gotcha.
buddy. And
Shout
then
out
we
to
had
Donovan.
homosexual. Calls
Homosexual.
dudes in the space cowards. Proceeds not to name names. Coward. Oh, he's not here. And then
Damn.
I liked this one. It wasn't a super chat. Stop, Nat. You're going to make him cry. And then I'm done. That is for the chats. Keep giving us some more. I actually like reading these chats, and you guys are going crazy in the chat today. So let's get some more for our beautiful guests today.
Okay, when Ricky comes back, we're gonna watch some of his clips.
Hell yeah.
But what's your take on Ricky so far?
We just hugged in the back room.
Okay.
I'm having a great time on this podcast.
He
Good.
shouldn't let me get that drug.
But
No,
while he's gone, I want to finish this Kanye story. So
Yes,
I just want to
I
address
agree.
this.
Okay.
So I have an opinion on this thing with Kanye. Have you seen the story with Pete Davidson's happening right now?
Yes.
So Kanye's freaking out on the Jews. He's lost 75% of his wealth. He's already gone ham on the record labels. I have an opinion here. I think that there's a very probable likelihood that Kim's lawyer's Jewish, okay? Probably his CPA was Jewish right here. And now have you seen what Pete Davidson's doing right now? The troll move of the year, allegedly, Pete Davidson is now converting to Judaism just to give the knife in the back
I love
in the
that.
hey-o.
It's so
It's-
hard to
that's
convert
so
to
funny.
Judaism too.
It's not easy to do,
It's not
especially
easy.
Orthodox Judaism. So allegedly he's dating Emily Ratajkowski now, this
she's
guy.
beautiful.
Okay, so this guy Pete is just dominating the world, and just like Kanye is imploding, and Pete just keeps banging hotter and hotter chicks. What is it about Pete Davidson that is a turn on to women?
He's goofy. He's from New York. Women love accents. I think he just is very confident. He's kind of gangly, and I like that.
You like so
There's some, I think
Pete Davidson's the only person I've ever seen that
That's a
makes
good word.
gangly hot.
I think
Right.
what Pete probably does, and we obviously don't want to bring up Tom Brady again, but the being present. Like he's the kind of person that isn't you have to be this specific way or whatever. He just is laughing at you and hanging out with you and making you laugh, and he's just there for the vibes. And sometimes women just want people to hang out with them and be I'm thankful to hang out with you. He probably fucks them like he's thankful. And who doesn't want to be fucked like someone's grateful to be fucking you? You know?
Yeah.
Annie has a big dick.
And he has a big dick.
So if he's gonna listen to you rather than be you have to be this type of woman, but I just don't see Pete Davidson as husband material. I
No.
see him as a good time to get me through the breakup
Welcome
or
back.
something I went through,
All
Yeah,
right.
I
Well,
can see
thank you for
that.
that.
Over to comments.
Guys, we've got about 15 minutes left, and I really want to get into some of Ricky's
bad.
videos.
No, they were good.
Ricky, guys, we have to be quick because I want to respect everyone's time here. But Ricky, you've done some fire videos.
Really?
Nat, if
Thank
you
you.
could pull these up.
Thank you.
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Here's the first video, which is you talk about men being trash. This woman gets on there. Nat, you have this? So
that's our
we've
most
heard this.
popular
All
one.
men are trash. All men are trash.
Such trash.
Oh, yes.
Why
Let's
are men
watch this
such
video
trash?
real quick and react to it.
Okay, audio's on.
And such trash.
When women call men trash, it's usually sign language being used by women who have been treated like trash by men. But go ahead.
I was talking to this guy. We were talking for a minute.
Now, what do you mean by a minute?
Going on dates on and off for months, 6+ months, right?
But that's a serious relationship, right?
He's a part of my roster. I'm not taking him too seriously, but he was pressed.
A roster like a basketball team or starting five or squad of men. You know that's nasty, right? Like disgusting.
Finally give it up to him or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever.
Why am I by just finding out that this man has been in a whole ass relationship.
He was definitely married or in a long-term relationship, viewed you as a pro to him or a thought or a side chick, right? Sucking feet, probably pouring candle wax down your goddamn back. Now you feel like trash because you thought you were playing him, but he actually played you.
This man was dripping candle wax down my back.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I know.
Okay. So Ricky, I mean, you're killing with these videos. Ironically, I watched this video, and if you watch the episode that we did, we talked about girls building their roster of men. Do you guys remember this? So is there something wrong with women having a roster? Because we all know that men have rosters. That's a
Right.
fact.
Right.
So can men have rosters, but women can't have rosters?
Young men should have rosters, and old single men should have rosters. Women should never have rosters. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Women should never have rosters, ever.
Ever.
It's not.
So
a
they
thing.
should just be one guy they're talking to. That is it.
Yep.
Women.
Always, ever.
Women. There's no way you agree with that.
I would say
They run from submittance, is what's the problem.
I don't agree in the fact that they both shouldn't have or women shouldn't have rosters, but I understand why women do. I think that, like, for me, like, I personally don't like hooking up with multiple people. Like, I've had rosters, and was I fulfilled and happy? No.
No, and you did it out
But
of
I was
that
doing
space.
it for, like, I wanted to be validated. I
Validated.
wanted, like, the attention. But I ultimately wanted to be chosen. You know,
Exactly.
like, I wanted someone
wanna
to
be
be like,
that-
oh, you're good enough. And so when it got to a point where I was like, oh, I am good enough, like, I did not want to talk to multiple men at all. So, but I think that there takes some time, and if you're a man or a woman, to explore yourself, explore what you like. And I think that that's definitely helped me find out what I like in a man, what I don't like in a man, what I like sexually, about myself. Like, am I insecure in certain ways that are stopping me from getting a man? Am I having behaviors that are stopping me? And I think having both, like, the hoe phase, but then also, like, the celibate phase has really helped me grow as a person. I don't think I would have had that same growth had I not had those experiences.
Would you encourage
Oh, shit.
most women to at least have a hoe phase? Like,
Yeah.
before you become...
Hell yeah.
You think that most women should do a hoe phase?
Absolutely.
You do? Why?
Get yours, girl. Learn what makes you come. Learn what
That's so
guys are
gross.
good in bed. I don't think it's
That
gross.
is absolutely.
I think we all want to be pleased in some way, and I think
you
that
will find
if
you a
if
husband and have him please you. I can't do this.
but maybe
I
you
can't
have, but
do that.
maybe your hoe phase is like,
There's
I don't know, a
no.
couple months. Like,
What-
it's not
okay.
it's not a lifestyle.
Okay, scientific thing. Again, I guess I just stick by science the whole time. Whole phase never ends. It never ends.
What do you bring it mic closer to you?
I'm sorry.
Well,
The
what do you
whole-
mean it never
I'm
ends?
so
Of course
loud
it
today.
ends.
No, it doesn't.
Why? How so? If you sleep with, like, say in your 20s,
Why do you
know,
think
a
our
handful of
divorce rate's
guys,
where it is? Why do you
and then
think most women aren't getting married?
I also think it's the intention. I think intention is so important in so many aspects. And if you're
God,
doing the
this
hoe
is
phase to
horrible.
say, fuck men, and I'm doing whatever, and you go
Yeah.
off, you also have to be self-aware enough to see, like, there could be other things affecting that. And I don't think a lot of people want to face themselves or be self-aware enough to see why they're having the behaviors that they have. And I agree the same thing with men, where you guys are like, we're sexual creatures, but you want a wife
Women
at the
are more
same
sexual.
time. If there's a lot of women who, the only reason they're doing the whole phase, the only reason that this whole, like,
'Cause they're being
modern
told to.
feminism thing has come, like, to be is because women were being cheated on and they were unhappy in their relationships, and they're like, I need to see
No.
what's out there.
No, I can strong. I got out. What do you want here? The women are being cheated on. Let me say this. Okay, number one, if a woman is single and she's an absolute perfect 10, she cannot go past 10. And this is in one of my videos somewhere.
But didn't
okay?
you just say that
10 bodies?
10 didn't?
No, she cannot go past the rating of 10 and the sexual marketplace value. What we do as researchers, we even debunk that in Redpill, where the sexual marketplace value, that's one thing. That is the sexual marketplace. There's also the relationship value. So a female, in what we do, a female can have the sexual marketplace value of a 10. Like, most guys want to have sex with her. She looks like really good. But then in a relationship, she's an 8. Then in a marriage, she's a 6. And then out of her marriage, she's a 4. We have multiple scales in what we do. That's one of the things
Women
that we do.
have those same scales for men in terms of being
Right.
married, too.
Well, I think what you're talking about is what's the famous quote, like, show me a hot chick, I'll show you a dude who's sick of banging her.
Right.
Right, because if you're only relying on your looks, that's only going to go so far. Because
Right.
at the end of the day, this
That's
is my
facts.
opinion. At the end of the day, for a guy, go through your hoe phase, get as much as possible as a dude.
Men have to have a hoe phase. Women don't.
do it as much as you can, gentlemen.
Men have
But
to have that.
finally
Women don't.
find a woman that is a good mother, that'll be a good wife.
Who
Most importantly.
no, you know what the key is? The key is submittance. She has to submit to you. When men commit, commitment is not forced.
But do you think commitment?
Submitment by nature
you
is
could have a hoe
forced.
phase
No,
and
submitment should
and
not
stop
be
your hoe
forced.
phase and then
Submitment-
be actually committed.
You guys, you're not getting like logic. Submitting to someone, anything, is always forced.
What's
That's-
a better
I don't
word
agree
for
with that.
submittance? I feel
There's not a better word.
I feel
Everyone
like
must
women
sub-
get triggered when you
Adam,
say they
when
need
you go
to
get,
submit.
No, I
Is
know
it-
they
I
do.
like
I don't
submitting.
give
I
them.
You do?
don't think there's
I love
anything wrong
submitting.
with
Do you think
submitting.
that most
care
women are
if
okay with
women
that?
are
I
triggered.
think a lot of
dude.
women like to submit, but
Yeah.
it's not something that can be taken by force. It's something that the woman has to give
No,
because
it's-
the man is leading.
There's
You got-
like
Nah,
women
are
have
you okay-
power
are you
to
comfortable
give
Look
with
up
the
the
word?
definition of
that power
submittance.
to
It's
a
Are you
man.
I'm
comfortable
okay
with
with the word
forced.
submit.
You are.
I'm okay with the word submit.
Maybe
Okay.
just as a man, if you're like submit, I'm like fuck you.
Yeah.
Has anybody-
But if women are okay with that, then
If
more,
a ma- I would
then
love
women
for a
start
man to
submitting. I'm
lead.
totally okay
Every
with
time
that.
a man goes to work, guess
Okay.
what he does? Let's use a great
Submits.
man like LeBron James. Who does he submit to? He submits to a fucking coach. He submits to a GM. He submits to an owner. He submits to fans. He submits to companies who have endorsements. Guess who submits a whole fucking lot? So when he gets home, does he want to submit? Does he want to submit again to his
No.
wife, or does he need a wife that submits to him?
Time to submit. Let's go to this next
Point blank
video.
period, man.
This
Like,
is a
what
little
is
bit more
going on?
about feminism with Ricky. The video
Man.
where the girl says that I work to buy shit. Pull it up on the screen. I'll
Ooh,
tell you if it's the
shit.
same one.
Oh man. Oh shit. I'm in trouble.
This
man.
one, I watched 15 times, Ricky.
Me too.
I love this girl, but I hate this girl, but I love this
It
girl, but I
wasn't for
also
the
hate
same
her.
reason you did.
Go ahead. Let's play this clip right here. This girl's freaking out. Go ahead.
Ready? Audio.
Start it over and get the audio, please.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This girl, I love this.
This is one of your favorites.
Audio?
I love this one.
Wow.
Me?
Yeah, this is. I think
my audio.
most people.
Silly
This is
me.
one of their
Okay,
favorites.
start it over again.
Yeah.
If you don't
It
mind.
has almost 500,000 views. I think it's not
Saying
viral,
I'm
but
working is not a compliment.
But no, I'm just saying that even as a housewife, you have to work.
I work so I could buy shit, and that's it. That's the only reason why I work.
Okay, but that's the reason everybody works, so they can buy shit. Why are you driving a truck right now instead of working for your husband and being a wife?
My mama didn't do her motherfucking job and create generational wealth for me, so now I gotta work.
I can understand that, but that's not your mother's job. It's your job to go out and create a life for yourself. You fell for the same trick everyone else falls for, to be an independent woman and go out here and work instead of being a wife and working for your husband. That's what you should have done.
Stop being fucking rude. Stop being rude. Stop it.
Okay, look, I'm not trying to be rude, but what is
That's
wrong
big.
with you right now?
I gotta cook, I gotta clean, and I gotta work. I gotta do my own hair. Jesus, where does it end?
I'll come get you, but you gotta calm down.
I don't wanna work. I'm tired.
Come get me.
That's
I
so
feel
funny.
her. I
Okay.
feel her.
They
I feel
don't
like
want
that is
to.
the modern day woman right there.
I feel
She's
her.
working. She's frustrated. She
doesn't want it.
want to be there. She wants to be cooking and cleaning if she could, but she's got to work too. She is frustrated. Somehow it's her parents' fault they didn't create generational wealth, as if she could just be sucking off the teat of her parents, not doing anything like that. Is this modern day women? Like, break this down for me, Ricky. What you're going for? On this one.
the main thing the first thing I want to hit there is that it's never been like that. The generational wealth has never went to the daughters.
Yeah.
The generational wealth goes to the sons.
Yep.
The parents do a great, even if the parents are millionaires, right? They raise their daughters to be great wives so that she can go out, find a husband who is a good husband for her. They might have two daughters. One is worth a husband that's worth $1 million. Another one's worth a husband that's worth 10, okay? Daughters are different, okay? They have different values. Every human being has different values. Love is a thing that is based upon the value of each person and how they agree to negotiate that. But basically, you know, we have this situation where, damn, I got lost there. I'm so fucking buzzed.
But what would
now.
your advice for her be? What would your advice be?
Generational wealth doesn't go. Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Adam. Generational wealth doesn't go to the daughters. You have to go find you a husband, find you a guy you want to.
If you're young, he's just out of college, or he's out of trade school, or he just is a hustler. Whatever. Find you a man you're gonna stick by and grind through life with. That's what marriage is. It's till death. Like point blank period. There's no way around this, guys.
If that's the end goal for
fuck?
the woman,
Damn.
what would your advice be for that girl? She's working, she's beautiful, she's frustrated as
She's
hell.
been misled.
Okay.
She's cute. She has juicy abundance in her future.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. There's plenty of men who would love to have her on his team.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that. Stop driving the truck. Stop wiping tables.
So
Stop.
how do you get men to pay for things then?
Marry
and
them.
actually do that. But how
Preserve
do you
your-
get a man
What the
to
fuck?
marry you?
Yeah, preserve your sexual self and know that that's your worth. I just told you earlier in this podcast that if a man goes out and he's at his peak and he gives away half of his fortune for a one-night stand, that would be ridiculous, right? $5 million for a one-night stand. That's what women do when you give away your virginity at 18, 19, 20, 22, because you're at your peak. You're giving away your sexual access. That's what men want. They want your fertility. They want your youth. They want your virginity. They don't want your money. No man's ever been turned on in the world by money. No man has ever got an erection by a woman's paycheck.
Which is true.
Ever.
And here's where I'll go
Wait,
with this.
I thought we
and-
couldn't generalize.
At one point in my
can't.
life, I was dating a girl whose family was worth billions.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that into her.
Yeah.
Then there was
it's
a
her.
broke ass girl who's hot as shit.
There you go.
Who do you think I chose?
Where'd she work at? Damn.
You know who I
Fish
chose, the
Fillet,
hot
whatever,
girl.
right?
But Ricky, here's my final question for you,
Exactly.
and then we'll wrap up.
Let's go.
Here it is.
Let's go, man.
Let's say you can, and this is why I asked you that question earlier, how many men you got red pilled. And you say, I don't know, I've done a lot of videos, but
No,
let me be
I
clear.
haven't done nothing.
Let's
yet.
say you're able to have these conversations and your channel, which is, I think is going to do great.
Yeah.
Let's say you're able to have these conversations and every man agrees with you. This guy, Ricky's the man. I love it. I'm red pill. I'm in it. You convince every man of your way of thinking. It's not even thinking because you said it's facts.
It's facts.
Done.
Yeah.
We're cool.
All of it.
How
Tested.
are you going to get women to buy into
We don't
this
need them.
philosophy?
We don't need women to buy into it.
But you do, bro.
No, we don't.
Because you said
I
that
guarantee you we don't.
How does that work, though? Because you kind of need women to buy
Guess
into
what,
that way
guess
of
what
thinking.
men do in the world for the history of mankind when they don't get what they want?
What?
They take it.
What does
They
that
They
mean?
take it.
Okay, but what does that mean?
We don't need women to vote to get what we want and kiss any ass or say, okay, men will be bitches in order to get what we want. That's okay. What do you think women saying, I don't need no man and I'm a boss chick? What do you think that really is? It's a big ass shit test to say, are you men really gonna come change it or not? Because it's fucked up. Women love men. They love real fucking solid ass men. They need men to stand up. All these guys leaving the country, let me say something to you passport bros. I've been around the world. I've been to Dubai 6 times, all these different places. I've fucking had it all. Let me tell you, you will not find a wife there. You know why? And Adam, I'm sure you know already. All women are the same around the world.
I thought you just said all women shouldn't be all women.
All women?
Like, not to generalize.
Yeah, no, generalize. I don't know what you're talking about. But what I'm saying is, all...
You said you can't use the word all, but go ahead.
In these instances, no, when it comes to biological nature, biology, human biology and nature,
okay.
Are we generalizing? Men have penises. Is that generalizing? I'm sorry, I'm lost here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Keep flowing.
Let's stay focused.
Okay.
Okay. So,
But if
what the fuck?
if you can convince, so
Like,
you're saying that
what?
you don't need to convince women.
We don't
for
have
this
to.
way of thinking.
You don't have to.
So
What
how
have
can
to
you
do
take
is,
a Jamie,
Yeah.
right, an Emily, a Nat, and millions of other women who are basically saying, no, Ricky, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna make my own money. I'm gonna be whatever I want to
What are
do.
women
I'm not
saying?
gonna.
Yes. What
I'm
are they
not
saying?
doing what you want me to do. I'm
What
gonna do
are
what
they
I want to
saying?
do.
They're saying
How
they-
can we convince women to get to this way of
Women
thinking?
run
That's
from
my question.
submittance. We've always said throughout history that men run from, he won't commit. Women run from submittance too. In a relationship, women submit and men commit. This is the fact. There's no way around this. Facts, okay? No way around this.
Submit
Ever.
and commit.
Women submit in the relationship, in the love relationship. Men submit when they go to work. Okay, we've given women a bad name for years by saying that they're gold diggers and stuff like that. You're a gold digger if you go after men for money. Guess what? They're supposed to be. We have the facts on this. Women are supposed to be gold diggers. They're built to be. And guess what? Here's even more dramatic shit. Men are supposed to be too. Men are supposed to go dig gold out the fucking mountain, bring it home to her. She digs gold out of his pocket. The kids dig gold out of her, go give it. The companies dig gold out of the wife for the kids' toys and all the shit that she wants and the family needs. It's a gold digging system. We call it Ricorian circle, right? Just like submission. The government, okay, companies, corporations submit to the government. They come under rules and regulations. Men who work for the companies submit to the companies, come under rules and regulations. Consequences, repercussions, called SOS. Crim Secure knows about that too.
I like that.
Yes, us.
System, order, structure, right? Okay? And also underneath that, when the guy comes home from work, his woman needs to submit to him. And she gets everything she wants from that.
The woman submits, the man commits.
Commits.
Guys,
yes.
we are trying to figure
only
out
way.
intersexual dynamics
Only
here.
way. There's
I don't
nothing
know
else.
if we figured it out this episode,
We'll
but
get
stay
there.
tuned for a future episode where we have Ricky back on. And you've already challenged my friend Pearly thing, so maybe we'll have her on.
Oh, we
with
need Pearly
you
right
guys
here in between
for another
these two.
episode.
Oh, she's another
We're about to
redhead
break
too.
this
Yeah,
up.
another rep. Maybe that is the literal
Emily.
red pill
Emily.
episode.
There we go.
Guys, before we wrap up here, I want to give a
love it.
special shout
You guys
out
are dope, bro.
to what's that? You have more super chats?
Yes.
Give a couple more super chats and then we'll wrap up.
Okay, so I have one by the Wokest Panther. He said, Tom Brady's a great man, period. Alexander the Great was great. We don't know him personally, but he was great. Same with King Solomon. A man doing what other men can't makes him great, not his woman. Andre, $10. He said, Ricky Redpill spitting facts with all due respect. With all due respect, 10 plus OnlyFans equals 1. Okay. Sandra Solomine. Pearl said women shouldn't vote because we don't get drafted. 3 out of 6 drafts were before women could vote. Female voters didn't turn out until 1980. Last draft was 1973. And then someone said Kumas, she belongs to the streets. Don't know what you're talking about. Then we had another one by Sandra as well. In ballroom dancing, gentlemen propose the step, and the ladies choose to follow. When she chooses to follow, she is not only trusting you, she's trusting herself. Submission, there you go. Another one from her as well. If you do not end up working with your husband and let's just say there's a divorce situation, you as a woman without a job, should divorce laws still be changed? Wokest Panther, another one. No woman has to work. Find a husband, develop your domestic skills. Don't be a hoe. Don't annoy him. Leave to please him, and we will give you the world.
No woman ever has to work for anybody else but her family.
$19. He said, y'all should have had Myron, another Red Pill creator, on to help Ricky, because I get what he's trying to say, but he's not really good at articulating himself, and it doesn't help that it's a 4 against 1 dude getting attacked at all sides. Okay.
All right.
And then we
I'll
have...
take that, boss. I'll take that L. That's an L for me. I'll take that.
Okay, Darth,
I'll take that L tonight.
Darth, you're on poppin' today. We appreciate you.
Darth.
He said, great guest today. And that was the last chat. Oh, we got the last few more? They're criticizing me. They say, Nat, don't really read all the super chats out loud. I do, Darth. I read like all of the super chats. I just shouted you out.
Don't you be trying that.
Take what you want.
Guys, this was a fun episode.
It's too late for that shit.
Guys, this was a fun episode. I
This was
appreciate
good.
it.
Yeah.
Ricky maybe had one too many cocktails, but he's killing it. You're killing it.
I did.
Great
I
episode.
apologize to everybody
By the way,
watching. I
make
drank
sure
too
you
much.
subscribe to Ricky's
Gentleman's
channel,
Jack.
Ricky Redpill.
Yes.
Make sure you subscribe to 2 Girls, 1 Blunt.
Two girls,
yeah.
one blind.
Their channel
Ricky
as well
Redpill
is
on
fire.
every platform.
We're number
Before
5
we
on
wrap up,
stand-up
obviously
comedy.
subscribe to Valuetainment Money. Thank you
Valuetainment,
for
bro.
helping us hit
You guys are killing
a week
this.
ago 100,000.
Honestly.
Before we wrap
Oh,
up,
shit.
though,
Yes.
we got to give a shout out to a friend of ours.
Special
Okay,
friends.
special shout out. There's a guy called Eric,
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
and he helps put this whole show together. He helps put Valuetainment together. He works side by side with myself, with Pat, with Mario, with the whole team here right now.
Yes.
Eric, step over here,
Come,
would you?
Eric.
I know-
Come on, Eric.
This guy.
The handsome.
Put up a chair here for a sec. Come on, Angel.
Yes.
This guy.
There's
You
both
look
of
great
these
today.
guys.
Come on, right here, brother.
Yes.
This
You talking about
guy.
arms? I call this guy arms right now.
This
like-
guy right here. Can we get him in the shot?
Yeah, let's get him.
Okay,
move
let's
him
get
over
him in
a
the
little bit.
shot.
Yeah.
This guy right here makes you look blue pill. Just put it that way.
I know.
Ricky,
I know.
can we get a
I
shot with
told
this
you in the
guy?
green room. He's facts.
This guy right here makes Andrew Tate look blue pill. This guy makes Fresh and Fit look blue pill. That's all I'm saying. He's not a man of many words, But
But
he
when
is
he does,
he's a
he
total G.
articulates them.
It is his birthday.
Like Myron.
He helps Valuetainment tick. These things don't happen
Happy
without
birthday.
Eric. I appreciate you, brother. And I got
Happy
you.
birthday.
I got you. I got our friend Eric a birthday present, and I want you guys to guess what I got him. This present that I got him, it's spicy.
Oh.
It's hard.
Oh.
It makes you sweat, ladies.
Okay.
And if you touch it too long, your hands are gonna get dirty.
Oh.
What do you think that I got our friend Eric here for his birthday?
Wait, you said it sweats?
Oh,
It
it's
makes you
hard.
sweat. It can
Yeah, it
make
makes
you
you
sweat.
sweat.
He got him a stripper.
Did you get him a
Nah.
jackhammer?
She's about to come out.
Just no.
It's long, it's hard, and it gets you dirty.
Long, it's hard.
Nat,
gets
help out
you
the boys
dirty.
over there,
That's
Nat.
my
A
ex.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my
What do you
gosh.
think it is?
I'm so excited. I hope it's a really big penis.
What do you? It's not a
Really?
penis.
Really?
Not a penis. Okay. Go ahead, gentlemen. Let's see what we got. Here's some cupcakes. Eric, it's your birthday. Let's get some smoke.
That's the shit.
Eric loves. Come on, let me see what we got here. Eric, I got you a lifetime.
A Takis.
Yes, let's go.
I knew it was Takis. I was thinking Takis.
This guy loves Takis more than
love
anyone I've
it.
ever met in my life.
Fuck yeah.
Okay? Takis sponsor our sauce. Thank you, brother.
Fuck
Happy
yeah.
birthday.
Happy
Much
birthday,
love to you,
Eric.
brother. Thank you, guys. Give Eric some love out there.
Hey,
Subscribe to
Eric
the
was
channel.
great in the green room.
We're
I
about
just
to
want you guys to
drink
know.
and get crazy wild with Two Girls, One Blunt, and
Hell
Ricky.
yeah.
And these Takis
They're
for
the
Eric's
best.
birthday.
We gotta smoke
We
you
love
out.
you guys
We
out
gotta
there.
smoke
Thank you
you
so
out.
much, Angel, Malik, Jorge. Oh, a little smoke machine coming out here. Let's get this thing. Oh! We're about to go party. We'll see you guys next week. We love you.
Let's
Peace
go.
out.
Hell yeah.
That was a great show.
Whoa,
That was
You guys
awesome.
fucking, God, I love
This
you
was
guys.
fun.
I feel
Thanks
like,
for having us on.
see, I was,
curious.